teams.
What's up, folks? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with the T5S2 Pod 49 finals. We've got two Rins against each other. It's the mirror match battle of the Rins. We're about to see two armies get rinsed down. This is over here in the red. Darren playing not Adeptus Mechanicus, as I think we would normally expect him to.
Sweet.
He is, in fact, playing Astra Militarum, which is a little wild. This was one of the first pods that allowed the 10th edition, Astra Militarum Codex to be played. And he said that he sort of bleary-eyed just built this list on a whim rather than playing his normal favorite Adeptus Mechanicus. Clearly working out for him, though, since he is currently undefeated going into the final round here, versus Oberyn on the other side of the table, rocking some Chaos Demons, Legion of Excess. I feel like we have not seen a ton of Legion of Excess on the table on T5S2, which is a little interesting because of the insane amount of sort of coverage it's been getting on the flip side. Yeah, Darren, just hold off deploying while it's on your opponent's timer.
I'm all done. You can finish it up.
Yeah. Done.
Let's talk about lists real quick as we are getting set up here, finishing out the deployment step. They are available in the chat exclamation point lists.
So you go first.
And that looks like that is going to be Chaos Demons going first. I don't believe that we actually put out our mission here this time around. Let's make sure we got that one. We are on mission combination E. So we are rocking take and hold prepared positions. We actually played this combination last night, actually. So 5 points per objective marker the players control in their command phase. Standard stuff. Prepared positions, pretty interesting. You go to ground, and you get heroic intervention for battle line units for free.
Fear not, brothers.
We may see that actually in the.
Yeah. Sorry,
I haven't looked at your stuff yet. So
we may see that actually affect these things like Counter Juggle Fighters. Getting against the incidental shooting that we have in things like the Nurgle Soul, or the Nurgle. I'm playing Company Pilled today, chat. Like the Slaaneshi Soul Grinder or the Keepers of Secrets, getting additional +1 save on those guys for being in cover for free is a nice little inclusion. A little bit nice defensive formation out of Darren here as well. To begin, we do have these Seekers pushing up the table to try to wall in the Militarum army. And
4 is
it looks like we're going to try to prevent them from getting too good of a hit in with these Counter Jungle Fighters.
Since I'm starting, I guess I'm going here. Yeah, that's good. Now you can continue.
Thank
We
you.
stand ready.
Behind is a redraw.
Looks like we drew extend battle line, secure no man's land, top of one. Are you kidding me? The god draw.
Sticky on my
Very
home.
nice.
Yeah.
It's good to get those ones out early, I guess. What would be a nicer combination on turn one? Maybe some actions. You get like a turn one recover, maybe.
So
It's kind of nice because then you just get out of the deck. You don't have to deal with it. Maybe a containment.
Oh, that's a really thick
as well.
Jesus Christ.
Could help quite a bit.
Overwatch here is like there.
If you press minus while you have the pen tool out, that changes the size.
Oh, that's so nice. Press minus while you
Extend and contain. Yeah, that one's also pretty good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, containment turn one, I think,
All
is
of
the
them,
big
you're
one for
looking at the
sure.
outside of that line. 2 of them. You could go a little bit tighter on that.
There are some situations where that's one of the highest scoring secondaries, but there are some situations where
feel
That's
free
the
to
small. No, it's fine. And it's just the smallest one, apparently.
Yeah. Sure. And then from here, similar thing would be like that way. Are these 18-inch flamers?
Yeah.
Cool. So if I was
looking at our
stick in
firefighter red
here,
Creek
you're
heavy
looking
weapon team here.
at
Just heads up, I do have a free strat first, and like once per battle round.
It's an Imperial Fist.
Ursula, so they can overwatch for free.
Yeah, Ursula. Yeah, super nice.
And if you go within
Not bad at all.
9 inch of it,
Last 3 games you won first 3 times, got to extend contain every time. Did you win those games?
makes sense
That feels
to me.
like a pretty good start. I don't know.
This
That's
overwatch
wild.
is pretty.
Oh, a Lamenter. Oh, excuse me, chat. You're right.
I don't
Yeah.
think we want that.
You're right. I don't know my Space Marine chapters. I'm not that good at it.
Looks something like this.
Extend contain battle round 3 is often brutally unattainable. Extend is usually fine in battle round 3. Contain does get weird though, for sure. That's that is the god draw there.
like, super fast.
So yeah, let's talk about these lists momentarily here, chat, as we're going through this turn 1 movement phase. I will ask you to bear with me because this is the first time that we are commentating the brand new Militarum Codex. Outside of maybe some bridgehead strike stuff, I don't know, but we're doing mechanized assault this time, so it's a little interesting. Over in Legion of Excess side, though, this is much more simple. We have the Mask of Slaanesh, so we can provide -10/+1 to wound in melee. We also have the Contorted Epitome to buff our
Fair enough.
Thief
Thank
of Thieves of Pain.
Tighten that up.
We have 2 Keepers of Secrets as well as a Tornbringer on Exalted Seeker Chariot. In the battle line, we have a Demonette unit to attach the Contorted Epitome into. Looks like they are currently hanging out off the battlefield. Now, one thing that we can do with this unit, so for those who don't know, we can use Thieves of Pain, the stratagem, to pass wounds onto another demon unit or another Slaanesh unit within 12 inches. That then converts incoming damage after failed saving throws into mortal wounds. The Contorted Epitome can reflect or has a 4+ feel no pain against mortal wounds. So you can blank half of that incoming damage on this unit. Now, it is just to 10 demonettes, so it doesn't last forever. Sustained damage will punch through it, but it does protect your big stuff. Now, what you can do with this is keeping them in reserve actually gives you a little bit of really interesting technology. Based on where your opponent is setting up, you can rapid ingress that unit in before then Thieves of Secreting. So if your opponent sees that you don't have a Thief of Secret target or a good Thief of Secret target open, and then sets up to try to drill damage into a Soul Grinder, for example, or the Tormentbringer, you can rapid ingress your unit in behind it, and then you now have a really solid Thief of Secret target to sort of try to blank that incoming damage. So that's probably some technology we're going to be trying to use on Oberyn's side today. Not to mention the fact that those Demonettes are just pretty good at fighting and coming out of reserve. They get that +1 to charge with their demonic instrument. So it's pretty solid situation. We then have a unit of Nurglings, 1 unit of Plague Bearers, which you're obsecking the back objective with, plus 2 Seeker Chariots, 1 big 10-model unit of Seekers, which is what we're worried about getting flamethrowered here. Those Krieg heavy weapon teams will unfortunately burn that unit down to its component parts, I think, momentarily, if they did get a shot on it. We then have 2 units of 3 Fiends and 2 Soul Grinders. Soul Grinders mostly in there for the fact that they are relatively resilient already. They have some incidental shooting, as we mentioned before. They also have a devastating range attack, which is nice with the Slaanesh Scream of Despair. But they're then also able to shunt damage with Thief of Pain.
Firefight. Would love to shoot a Taurox, but 13 with an order. Easy to get over there or this way.
We then also, so moving over to Adarin's side of the table, we are rocking that mechanized assault. We actually, if you are coming off of YouTube, then you probably remember a little bit of discussion about this detachment because we were literally just talking about it. David Gaylard played it at the Manchester Super Major, so we've got mechanized assaults on the line or on the mind here. That gives you +1 to wound when your units disembark transports, and it has a lot of transport synergies. You can do things like re-embark into transports at the end of your opponent's turn, reactive move in response to charges into transports, reactive move the transports themselves.
Good.
So there's a lot of ways to get your units in and out of transports and benefit from the +1 to wound. We're taking God's Ghosts,
Sweet.
Ursula Creed, plus 2 Rogaldorn tank commanders. We then have a bunch of infantry, 3 units of 10 Casterkin. Looks like those guys are hanging out in Toroxes this game. We have 2 units of 5 Death Corps of Krieg engineers, plus 2 units of heavy weapon teams. These are the heavy flamer teams that Death Corps of Krieg have access to. 4 Toroxes to benefit from those, plus 1 to wound disembarkation bonuses. A Catachin heavy weapons team. Looks like 2 units of mortars for them. So that is probably the other reason that we don't see the Demonettes on the table. They would get ripped up by those mortars with the blast. But the mortars are still going to be doing a little bit of damage into these fiends and Seekers probably in this early game. We also have 2 artillery teams as well. So these are rocking siege cannons. So that is a strength 12, d6 damage. Strength D6 shot, strength 12, 3 damage, indirect fire profile. I actually kind of like these guys. We did play them on stream for a bit of a laugh earlier, and the one thing out of the Militarum artillery that did impress me was the siege cannon. These guys actually seem like they're going to do a little bit of work this game. So that AP2 is not doing any favors, but it can definitely poke at the multi-wound units and even the heavier stuff pretty effectively.
I'm happy with those saves.
Yeah. It averages out. That's so good.
It does. We'll take here.
Was it a flamethrower Overwatch from the Catachin Jungle Fighters?
On the board means 4 on the dice with their +1 to charge.
Yep.
Sweet. So we have 6 inches of movement.
Wild. Overrun better stay away from the objectives. Yeah, for sure. You can pay a CP to get full hit and wound rerolls on enemies on objectives once you disembark a transport. A little worried about these keepers getting in there, but we'll see.
Which means this guy is based now then, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, 6.
So Seekers in here, probably going to try to block disembarkation off this Torox. If we can touch or kill the Krieg heavy weapon team, that's going to be a big deal for them. Otherwise, they're just going to get pasted by that thing. But they have so many attacks that I imagine that the jungle fighter's probably just going to get minced here.
Yeah. I will declare a gambit, and so you can fight first.
Okay.
2.
So I guess the jungle fighters will come in and beat you up.
Let's see it.
Well, they'll try. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the sergeant. I see the same. Yeah, it's a 6.
6. Cool.
I believe they hit on 4s and then 5s.
I'll turn Darren's audio up a little bit in your chat. He seems a little quiet.
I think it's only on when you go.
No, whenever if this made a or was charged, yeah. So 4s and 4s.
Nice. Good.
2 saves.
Could do it.
Let me know if that sounds okay, chat.
Balloon.
Anybody has any audio issues? See if I can fix them.
Cool. So it looks like after pylon here, we'll have 3 going into your Thorax and the other 4 going into the jungle fighters.
Yeah.
So 9 Dev Windy attack into the Thorax. And looking for 6s. We'll take 4 Dev Wounds.
Yeah.
God damn. Okay.
And here are the lethal.
That was just the
We'll
Demonettes?
fish for the lethal. 2 AP0s into the Torque.
Sick.
And then into the jungle fighters. This should be 3s, I believe. So we'll have 3 devs and 6 -1s.
8 dice.
You saved 1, yeah. So 8 die, perfect.
Let's
then
see
we
here.
have 8 more.
Oh no. That was okay.
So then we have 7 saves at AP0 for the remaining 2 guys.
Okay. AP2 you said, or there's a bit
AP0.
Oh, AP0. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that anyway.
AP0. Cool. All right. I will take.
Goodbye.
my
Goodbye, little guys.
Consolidate.
Yeah, talking to Darren before the game,
Yeah.
it sounded like he built the list. It was kind of like sight unseen, essentially, and did not really have an opportunity to
Very nice.
to really optimize it. So I imagine that were he to rebuild this
You
list,
can attack back.
it would look a
So
lot more synergistic with its
Slappy.
transport mechanics for sure.
Wait, where did you take the wound?
I think that it's
The
important to remember,
three,
obviously, that these lists get
threes
submitted
first.
3 weeks essentially before the game actually occurs.
6.
So we did kill the guard squad. Didn't quite get any attacks into the heavy weapons team. That was important. But the heavy weapons team is engaged, so it isn't going to be available to flamer the Seekers down here.
The truck.
Darren is not playing AdMac today, chat. Yeah, it's a weird time.
One wound.
What's even happening
One
today?
wound.
I don't even get it.
No.
Save it.
Well,
AmBaMac instead, indeed.
all right.
So on my little my
Mouse
overlay
4, 5,
cards,
and 5.
Makes sense.
Adeptus Mechanicus just alphabetically is the first one on the list, and I almost, when Darren logged in, I almost just didn't change it to Astra Militarum
Storm.
because I was just like, yeah, I know what he's playing, it's fine. No, and then I was like, oops, that's wrong.
Containment we can do here.
NC Conroy, thank you for the resub, my guy. I appreciate you. We bled a couple subs over the
You know what?
last week,
If you
unfortunately,
don't mind, I was
because
going
I
to deal with
was
it.
traveling.
I forgot. Just to see if I rolled
Sure.
a 9 there. Up to you. Totally up to you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of know that I need to do contain here, so it's going to completely fuck up a contain if you make it. But you can roll it.
Cool.
No, it's fine. You can
That's
do
why I
it.
said totally up to you. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's why I normally move them.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't roll it.
Yeah.
You're good.
All right. Back to me. Good. Let's see here. I have orders
Very gracious of a Darren.
here. Take
Sweet.
aim. Take aim.
That would have been really awkward if they engaged both those units there. You have to like maybe contain with your Kazarkin inside the transport. Feels bad. Ugh.
Okay.
Okay.
And we
Yep.
will. Take aim.
I like these little order markers. These are cute.
Okay.
Ooh, they even have the little word ahead on top of them. Look at that.
Unless we wanna here.
Tank commanders can order the.
No.
Sounds
It's
as well.
they order the truck.
Oh, okay, yeah, got it.
Unless we want to fall back. Actually, let's do that. We're gonna do that move, whatever that one is. There. We're gonna move.
So some people in the membership talking about a possible MFM leak.
Let's see.
I
Okay.
did. Yeah, it's on the Tor auction.
We have here.
Yeah,
We
'cause,
have- So we need to take.
we have the 12-inch orders off the Rogodor tank commanders over here.
Okay. So Storm hostile.
Do we have enough orders for
this one
themselves, too?
or this one?
Hmm.
Do actions. Okay. So gonna go up here.
Hmm.
Unless we can just go 3, then go 6. Yeah, that's one.
Oh, Rogodorns have
We're
2.
gonna be within 3 when we get out. Actually.
Yeah. Okay.
So 1 inch off the wall here.
Yeah, I just I know that the I know Ursula has a trillion for the infantry units, but I did not know that the new vehicle officers have 2. That's actually super useful.
Like,
It was always weird because you would always just bring them by themselves.
It's
Like,
kind of like world eaters.
we never had enough orders to
It's
support
like
anyone
absolute
else.
trash.
It does feel like the order mechanic has been very smoothed over quite a bit here, which I like.
So this one.
Yeah, I almost the list that I built for the artillery list that we were discussing earlier. I almost
It's tactical rock
built a
wobbly.
took Castellans and Acadian Castellans because they're the cheapest source of double order officers that the faction has. But I ended up taking Field Marshal Dreyer because he's cooler, and I didn't really need the extra order. It was like slightly cheaper, and he's neater.
And answer. Is this within 3? It's like 3.
You give it a lick, chat.
Where's our meltdown?
I've heard that it tastes just like raisins.
Place. That's absolute.
This fiend unit's about to
Baggery.
receive the full might of the Emperor's fist here.
Um,
Full hit and wound reroll Kazarkan.
Stormed.
Take aim on themselves, +1 to wound. So they just wound these guys on like 2s and 4s, full rerolling.
sure you don't.
Okay. Goodbye, fiends.
Which we can do here. They can hold.
And then,
This man will go up.
if they get charged on the follow-up, you could pay a CP to just put them back in the Torox. This seems like such a strong position for these Kazarkan right here.
There.
Mhm.
You have OC.
Yeah, I guess they could pay the CP to take the battle shock check. It might even be smart for a Darren to preemptively forego his take game if he's giving them hit rerolls anyway, and give them +1 leadership with duty and honor. We'll see if he if he considers the interaction. That might be a super strong combination there.
Also not great. Right.
There are still a couple of attacks that they can take, I think. We'll get plasma shots in the Secret Chariot at the very least.
This man goes up 10.
If they do get battle shocked out by the defensive strat.
You want to be so you can contain here. Same with this here.
We'll see.
Makes sense.
I do wonder if Oberon has to play really cagey with his CP expenditure here, though, if he's expecting to try to thief away a lot of this damage on future turns. He could also maybe thief into the Secret Chariot to try to keep the unit going, but I feel like that just might be added value for the Kazarkan.
Forward.
Man, Legion of Excess has so much reactive stuff, it's crazy.
3.5.
I do like it.
I
think it's a very slash coded detachment. If it did a little bit less damage, I wonder if people would be more okay with it.
That moves like super fast here, actually.
Now this Torox on the objective here is not going to do too much. I guess two of them is only OC4. We didn't duty and honor them, so they don't take the objective from the Keeper of Secrets.
Then we are gonna.
And it doesn't really move block them because you can use Phantasmal Logging to go through enemy models anyway. Oh, just kidding. I lied to you. I straight up lied to you, chat. I just went to fact check myself there. You cannot use Phantasmal Logging to move through enemy models. It only moves through train features. So that will actually impede the movement of that Keeper of Secrets. So we'll have to go around the side a little bit there, and that's probably going to eat 4 or 5 inches of movement to go up this way and then around the engagement range of this Torox rather than going straight forward.
I do at the end of your movement phase. Looks like I won't.
Okay, yeah.
And if his engagement range can extend this way, you can prevent it from moving this direction at all.
That's what matters.
Then, plenty of LC over here.
I think this is going to be a good game, chat. I think we're in for an exciting one. This positioning's been really tight. Whoa! A liar and a hack. Yeah, come at me, bro. For sure. There's a Reddit thread about me. That's okay. Maybe I'll get a Hellstorm Wargaming article about me. Or a Hellstorm Wargaming video where he can talk about how Reddit is trying to cancel me. All the YouTubers. Good. Bring them on. Davey Boy, thank you for the raid, by the way. Welcome in, everyone. We are watching an event finals game. Legion of Excess versus Mechanized Assault Astra Militarum. We are very early in the live stream, so you guys are at the perfect time. If you want to watch some competitive Warhammer 40k, oh boy, have we got the competitive Warhammer 40k for you. I got your fix right here, boys. Hope your guys' stream was okay, Davey Boy. You guys had a good time.
When they come in,
what were you up to? Doing anything cool?
The Kazarkan.
Give me the lowdown.
With take game.
Inject the 40k directly into me.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah. And
can we talk about these secondary draws, by the way, chat, for both these players? Although Darren, I don't believe will actually score Storm Hostile here.
Something.
Because it only scores second battle round onwards. Right?
Okay, cool.
So that otherwise would be a literal perfect draw. However, containment
Then
round
I'm
1,
gonna
as we
take a look
discussed
at
earlier, is
these
gorgeous.
That no longer control this.
Grinding on Space Marine 2. Hell yeah, dude.
So you don't have no mass land
You
here.
think I can take the Art of War, guys?
Fine, so you don't heal if I battle shock you.
I think Nick is scrappy,
Good. I'll throw them out.
I bet I could. I bet I could hold my own against the other guys.
Nice.
You take 1 mortal wound.
Although if it's
Fair
like
enough.
just the guys on their channel, maybe, but like the extended team has some real
then
like heavy hitters in there.
They're going to.
I don't remember everyone's on there. Who's on there?
Cool.
but,
I'll
I'm
ask
sure
them to
couple of
take a
them do.
battle shock at -1, please.
So we are using the stratagem. Try to block the shooting here. Did we duty on either of these guys? Oh no, they failed,
You battle
chats.
shock and you need to
No, he
select
took
other
aim.
targets.
It didn't matter though. He rolled really bad. Oh boy, that's unfortunate. And they're battle shocked, so they can't get back in the transport now.
Okay.
Uh oh.
Well, maybe they can.
That's
They
unfortunate.
can, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so everyone everyone can range. So we're shooting there instead, I guess. So
Okay.
overcharge melt us.
I gotta get back into Space Marine 2
no,
DB boy.
Meltus got
It's
range.
been a little while.
Overcharge. No, not melt us.
Plasma.
Overcharge
Plasma.
plasma, yeah.
I've got
Understood.
They hit because I have +1 to hit.
gotta play the
1 wound.
1 wound.
play on tabletop grew. Fucking last time I got 40 minutes.
3 damage.
2 damage.
Because they only play in 40-minute games? Is that what they do?
And then
Warhammer boxing.
We should have like
That'd be so long. Could you imagine? At least chess takes like 15 minutes to resolve a game. Warhammer.
3.
You box like
3. Good shooting.
you box like solidly
That's not
every 30 minutes for
Yeah.
and -1
3
to
hours
hit,
straight.
Right?
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
No.
Then
Just
just hit
normal.
as well.
Yeah, I haven't played since I didn't even get to play the
So
Hierophant
then sniper.
map, the Hierophant narrative mission.
1 wood.
So I haven't even played that, and now there's like biovores and stuff. I'm kind of excited for when I get back
3,
in.
3 damage.
Out.
If you. Right. Then we're gonna shoot here.
So did almost get the secret chariot with the shots from these guys. Unfortunately, it is in Shadow of Chaos, so it is a pretty
artillery.
reasonable chance that it will regenerate.
Amount of shots. 5. Hitting on 4s, rolling 1s.
Yeah, the managed democracy is stolen a lot of my time too. Also, Mechabellum. Bunch of friends and I got into Mechabellum competitively for a while.
Yeah.
That game is a bit of a roller coaster ride. I have mixed feelings about that game, but
-1. Got
it
it.
is as like a competitive game. It's very fun. There's some problems though.
You go through 3 damage each, right?
Yeah.
Did I drop into the gloom? Yes, the gloom. The
Uh,
gloom terminids are fucking.
Then
sick.
we're gonna go ahead. And
It feels like it's a little weird because it feels like they all should be gloomy, and there's like just some
Uh,
random like
shit.
regular guys in there, which always feels a little jarring. But
I'll-
I really like it. I like the modifiers like
into
that
them.
are like
I'll
very
take a battle
visual
shock
as
test,
well as
actually.
being mechanical.
Sure.
That feels like it just like extends their asset use quite a
They're
bit,
fine.
which I love it.
Then the other artillery team.
How badly are going to lose all your games by
Or shoot
forcing
this more
Fulgrim?
to them.
I don't think that badly. You just have to play really smart.
Or 14 attacks.
Like he's definitely a character who's gonna reward super smart play. It's just gonna be difficult.
Rolling
Um,
1s from the scout tunnel. Yep.
Steven 851, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome into the community. Last time a month of your life to Marvel Rivals.
Then the
Yeah, I saw that game has like a ridiculous player base right now.
Makes sense.
Definitely kind of a no-brainer for an IP, right?
and 6.
Hippie Hunter. Speaking of MFM, did they say they were going to do core updates and points together from now on? I did not. It seems like they've been rolling minor like balance updates into the points updates, but I don't know if they've said anything officially about it.
Shooting everything there, I guess.
Sure.
So we have the oppressor cannon for 9, 10.
Those theoretical leaks for Militarum Field Manual that just dropped today are pretty interesting.
Because I'm taking a
Big Votan army rule update. Tons of nerfs to Eldar, which feels a little aggressive. I don't know. I would be surprised if they hyper nerfed Eldar this early.
3
Those
dice.
3.
Orcs get a new detachment, which is kind of
Pulverizer.
also Orcs and Tau apparently get new detachments. I don't know if I would believe they would release new detachments 2 months after
All
Grazmas.
hits.
Or 3 months, I guess, at this point.
3 wounds. See.
Those 2. Or are they
Autocan.
D6 each?
No.
I would
There's
expect
3
Solar
of that, I
Spearhead
think.
nerfs, though. I think that would be
You're right.
Auto,
You're right. You're right.
autocan.
that would be probably
Another
to be
2
expected.
Autocan.
Yeah, it definitely. Yeah,
Yep.
It doesn't sound true to me, to be perfectly honest.
Thus.
I'm hoping that this update isn't huge. I think that the metagame is still responding quite a bit. Like, we just had 2 huge codex drops. We're staring down the barrel of like 2 more huge codex drops, and I don't think all the Grazmas attachments have really been fully explored.
3.
I think I'd maybe like to just see some like minor changes to like fiends and stuff.
Sweet. Fine.
Maybe
Yes,
like
sir.
So
fix
we're
the
doing
Space Marine,
Their thing.
the
over
Space
there
Marine
and
thing,
And then we have
and then like call it a day. I don't know.
not much else I can shoot by the looks of things. So I stormed. And I contact.
Good. Cool. Primary wise, I'm looking at 10.
Yep.
And engage. Let's get rid of containment. Battle stock at +1 on the secret chariot because it's in my deployment zone. It will heal this one. All right, that should be it for command phase. I think that's my only battle shock. Hoping to have like 1 fiend left, but the indirect's pretty nasty.
It is, yeah.
It is, yeah.
It is so
really
nasty,
is.
yeah. When I played Slanesh in the 3rd round as well, and yeah, that was exactly his words.
Yeah.
But he started
Yeah,
with the
don't-
Demoness on the field, so it was even worse there.
Yeah, and that seems like it's suicidal.
Yeah, no, the first thing
All
I went
right.
through was the Demoness.
Yeah. See what this looks like if I don't want to pay to go through this wall.
Just make sure you
3.1.
don't go through the wall as well then.
Yeah, I mean the rotates for the weapons aren't a problem. It's just the
Yeah, no,
base.
no, for the base, yeah.
Yeah. Reset it. 3. It's a bit laggy on my end, so do my
Aren't
best
you in
here.
Aren't you in the US?
No, I'm in Turkey.
Oh, really? Okay.
GMT +3 is not a US time zone.
No, I know.
Mark, trying to get some painting practice when these guys come out.
Accent.
Yeah, no, I'm from the US. I
Yeah, there.
don't live there anymore. Yeah. So that would be here
Mm-hmm.
without paying. And then you could scoot quite a bit, and then I
Game is in a pretty good spot. Just need some edges filled down for sure. Yeah, I hope that we don't get like a huge shakeup.
go much farther.
I'm a little worried that we're staring down the barrel of like a big transformative change somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
When I think we don't really need it right now.
So
No,
you
no.
could either give me a 2-inch charge or a 6-inch charge there.
This is true. Getting a 2-inch of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, points cuts to stuff that never gets played is always good.
And then
I do think that to some extent they write some stuff off though. Because there are units that are just like
something like
kind of inarguably dog shit. And they just never see any
okay,
changes.
I'll do that. I'll just remove that one. Do you want a reactive move?
Do a bunch of stuff. But I can only reactive or Overwatch, right? So I can't do both.
I'm not sure about that really.
Yeah, me neither. Definitely want to reactive move here, like.
Cool.
You can trigger multiple responses to an action, but the active player gets to decide the order in which they resolve.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay. Thanks, Trevi.
Thank you.
The weird question gets to when you start reacting
1-inch
to
up.
multiple things.
Great.
That's
I'll save the
weird
watch
stuff
for
to
one
me.
charge.
Yeah. Totally makes sense.
Just in case you want to do something cheeky somewhere.
Yeah, very probably do.
There's a kind of a conceptual question about whether the declaration of the use of an ability constitutes like a game action that then prevents other abilities from being used. But I think that down that road lies madness. There's a bunch of stuff that gets really unfortunate. I think if that becomes the ruling.
And we'll do 6 more.
Yeah, Hive Guard for sure. Give that unit devastating wounds. Suddenly they're good. On their shock cannons.
Times like these, I regret I used the Meltamine, but kinda was worth it. So.
Yeah, it helped you get rid of those fiends, which I think is a good thing for you.
Absolutely.
This Secret Chariot's about to blend, chant. Look at this thing.
Is this really is another question.
13 attacks plus a ranged weapon. Let's go.
Here. And
Want Hive Guard to be good because you think they're neat? Yeah. Hive Guard are they're one of those units that is paying for the sins of its past, unfortunately.
And these Nurglings will
they were so
this
incredibly oppressive in 8th and early 9th edition that the data sheet just got gutted for 2 full editions, essentially.
Lots of 1s on the cherry rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that the Overwatch is a special case because it requires you to have Overwatched past tense already in order to duplicate it. I think I've actually kind of like 180'd on this because I thought that previously you could trigger multiple, but I believe that for Overwatch explicitly because it's a strat duplication, you have to have resolved the stratagem already. In order to use it a second time. So if you have like an ability that says, like a Hexmark Destroyer or something, it's like when your opponent ends a movement, you can shoot them. And you have Overwatch. You can do both of those things. But if you have 2 units that can use the Fire Overwatch stratagem, but one of them like explicitly has to go first, I don't believe those can be activated simultaneously. Because at the time that you're declaring the second instance of Overwatch, you haven't yet Overwatched the first time. So that would be... so you'd be unable to declare the stratagem more than once.
Also not looking super great. Don't really love either of those. Grinder does probably.
Yeah, I believe that. I think Thousand Suns are probably like staring down the barrel of like a full range re-release for sure, or a full mechanical overhaul. So I would not expect too many changes to them, which is too bad. I would love to see Thousand Suns get like at all playable in the foreseeable future or in the immediate future. But I would rather have them like get a super cool codex in exchange for being bad for a little bit.
Issue is a classic Demons thing.
Yeah, especially Slanesh, honestly. Like.
Yeah, I think so too.
Whenever I play Admech against Slanesh, I'm like, yeah, traffic jam city. But no.
Yeah. It really is like that. Yeah. I think we'll just go for it. Try to make something happen before I get absolutely eaten by indirect.
I mean, if you're in shadow, indirect won't do much to you.
That is true.
The only thing that damages you forces you to take battle shock. It's not ideal.
Yeah, it's nice. That's a 5-incher.
Yeah, assuming you don't end up in the statue, but
yeah, that's true. I think I clear it. Just not a great trade in general, though.
No. I mean, then they get bodied by the Rogaldorn, right?
Yeah, but the Rogaldorn has lots of targets at this point anyway.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think... I don't remember if I have a clarification there. I need to... I was like reading through the T5S2, the server FAQ document, and there was like some old stuff in there that had previously been changed by rules commentary.
Yes.
Like in the last update.
Yeah,
so I need to go through and do like a real overhaul on the server rules document.
Cool. And an advance on the plague bear.
Because it is a little outdated, and I think that would be a good inclusion.
9.
Darren has nothing in reserve here, so he's not
Fine.
he's not hiding anything. His opponent has no reason to sort of fear reserves coming out of the corners, which does make this sticky objective like super powerful.
Good.
The objective secured mechanic gets so much better when you're not worrying about reserves. I guess the one thing that could hop up is Gaunt's Ghosts. They do have the up down. So we do have to protect the objective with at least one plague bearer.
The screening to a little bit.
But there's probably nothing that's really going to threaten that unit that's going to come out of reserve here, which is definitely helpful for Oberyn.
We leave probably everything for now.
Yeah.
And just go to shooting.
Sure.
Cool.
Davey boy, thanks for coming in and hanging out,
so
my guy. Thank you for the raid. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Your heavy weapons team with the keeper.
I agree to chat. Yeah, up
You
down
know they
is,
shoot on
is
death
very
on
cool.
3 up, yeah.
On death on 3 up. That
Yeah.
makes sense. That's fine. They're wounding
I
on.
don't have to shoot the keeper.
Sixes.
I don't
Ah,
have
you
to
can
shoot.
do anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fire.
Like some
Excellent.
fiends.
These Krieg heavy weapon teams are
Yeah.
pretty good,
That
folks.
one's in range.
Yeah, one
That
is
one's not. One of them's in range.
How do you think they fit the heavy flamer inside the transport? Do they like wheel it out the back?
overcharged
There you go.
by looks of things. Yeah.
Yeah. I said it earlier.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. Are they T3 or T4?
Probably 3.
Doesn't
3.
matter anyways.
Yeah.
So we have. Does this have dev? Yeah, it does. So 1 dev and
Is that
4 minus 2.
The right profile.
Do I get cover?
Yes, I would assume so.
Then probably not everyone, right? So the first ones die, and then probably no save. So 2.5 dice.
Okay.
So let's take these 2 and start with this man. Does he get shoot?
Okay, 1.
He does.
Does?
He shoots the fiends, surprisingly.
Yes.
Shoots 6 shots.
Oh shit. 4.
2 wounds.
Okay.
Kills a fiend.
Kills a fiend. Not
Another
bad.
man. Yeah. He shoots as well.
Okay.
He shoots the keeper, I guess. Because no other options.
My
Value.
God.
Yeah, this yellow scribe export's not entirely correct
Oh my
here.
God.
They're T3, but they have an improved save.
Takes 1 for 2 damage. Deals them both.
Yeah.
That was
Big.
some good value for you. Yeah. Nice. This keeper.
Oh, man, okay.
Oh, yeah.
What a unit those little guys are.
This keeper will
Copy paste for
shoot
Best
the-
Coast overview page as a ruling doc from like
Dragons.
2 years ago.
What's on that?
7.
7. How much?
Oh, it has the
Yeah.
9th edition ruling linked in it.
Charge
Oh, okay,
for
that's a
a lot
mistake.
of them.
Yeah, I'll have to fix
Mhm.
that. That's a good call out, chat.
I
appreciate that.
4.
Maybe they. Here's my headcanon, chat. Like the hatches on the transports are really small, so I imagine that they disassemble the gun and then they have to
yeah,
carry.
them
Like
not
each guy has to
overcharged.
carry it out, like carry parts of it out, and then they really quickly reassemble it, like a pit stop at a NASCAR race.
So one.
One guy's got the little like rivet gun.
Two.
Zzz, zzz, zzz.
4 saves at
Puts the wheels on the flamer.
Okay, these 2 in the back there first.
Yep. Sounds
So
good.
force.
Nice.
Well, okay. And then this guy
Okay,
dies. I
one
guess.
guy dies. Cool. Fair enough. This
There's having Rowlings jump out of a Torax, get +1 to win, and then shoot and get back in. Oh, clever!
So I was taking saves on him.
That's really cool, chat.
Absolutely. You're good.
No cheating.
No cheating. This grinder will go ahead and shoot the Torax that's injured with everything.
Sure.
Here's the scream. Oh wow, we got a bunch of sustained. And
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about rattlings. It's actually super sick.
not a lot of wounds.
Man,
One
mechanized
dead for
assault
2 damage
is
and 2
way
minus
cooler than I
2
think
recover.
people give it credit for.
So
2
4.
damage each.
I remember I was talking up this detachment when it
What's that?
released,
4 damage? Yeah.
and everyone was like, "No, it's just worse Bridgehead Strike." I was like, "Is it?"
What else do you have
And
shooting?
then, the Harvester Cannon.
I think I'll seek the reroll one here.
Sure.
There we go.
Nice. And that does not wound. Cool. Is that for shooting? Cool.
Yeah, it definitely feels very
Charging.
technical for sure.
So for this keeper, we'll just charge the Torque right in front of it.
Yep.
Move in.
I'm always scared of relying on reactive effects though, like
Mhm.
in my gameplay, because they have so much counterplay that it feels like you're kind of relying on your opponents to be bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's entirely the case in this one.
Um,
This way.
For this, let's do this first. For the chariot, into your guys.
Makes it.
Definitely got it on an 8. Declare the gambit there as well. 10, this is a 9. 9 is easier than 10. Let's do keeper into the same guys on a 9.
Yep.
And the fiends on a 5 into the scout sentinel.
Stop. I'm gonna watch these guys. But yeah, if they
I
survive.
think
If they
Overwatch
survive.
is,
No. It's
yeah,
when you
Overwatch is
declare it.
after the roll.
No, it's
No,
when
I
you
think they
declare it.
changed
They
it.
changed it, yeah. But let's switch it to my time and I'll start shooting.
Okay, sweet.
Let's see
Go for it.
here. You are 12 away, so there's a bunch of fun stuff.
Hot take gargoyles are good, but shouldn't be 85
You're
points.
full health, right?
It-
Start with
I guess-
snuffers.
Are gargoyles too expensive or too cheap? Is the question.
Well,
I do think that
that's fine.
I don't know. Tyranids like
A
they need
cannon.
some help.
Normal meltas. Ultimeltas.
That one.
One.
Nice.
Hey. 1 wound.
Nice. Very good.
Very good. Indeed. Oppressor. For 5. Yep. Let's use the hit reroll here, why not?
Okay.
Yep. And then Pulverizer for a mighty 5.
Too expensive. Yeah, I think the problem with
Because you're toughness 5.
Tyranids is like they've been power crept so hard.
Well, that's sad.
They were
Yeah.
super strong. Like they were for
me,
sure
I'll
too
take it.
inexpensive
Just
when the
make no
codex came out.
space,
But I
so
think you could revert
here.
Tyranids to their index points values, and I actually don't think that the factions one right would change significantly.
Thank you.
When gargoyles were like 70
you.
points or whatever, and
Sure.
zoanthropes were 30
As
ppm.
well.
Sure.
Cool. So you fight.
Now you declare stuff with the mask.
Oh yeah, the only thing that's in range.
+1 to wound, or?
It's both. Yeah, it's only
Oh,
one
it's
buff.
both.
It's,
Okay.
yeah, it's your minus on plus.
Okay. Then these guys are gonna fight first into this guy.
Great.
He doesn't get in, but everyone else does.
Okay.
Now what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2. So 14.
Cool.
Well, I assume it's 3 4s. Maybe it doesn't matter. What's your
It says weapon skill
toughness?
for
Toughness
toughness
6. Or,
6.
yeah, so probably
Yeah,
6.
toughness 6.
Ugh. And
Oh.
then we have a sergeant
Sergeant.
with his 3 attacks. Will surely
4s
kill
and
you.
5s.
1 wound.
Okay. Nice.
Never mind. Okay.
All right. We'll go into the Scout Sentinel next. So no pylons, because we're already there, and we got 10
Yeah,
attacks.
Swarm Lord. The Swarm Lord's points are kind of wild. I wish that the Foot Tyrants were given a little bit better of a shake.
I'm out of my bubble there.
I wish they were like base move 10 and
You're out of your
a
what?
little cheaper.
My extra AP bubble from the Keeper. I was just out of it.
Sure.
Cool. Thank you.
They're like
You're
they feel too squishy for their current value, but I don't know.
Cool. So we have 1 dev for 2 damage, and these are -3 damage too. Oh my god.
I'll take 4 damage. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess.
This truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are those saves? All right.
The truck
this
will
is
run over your
my
keeper.
Pylon a little bit closer to you.
Nothing.
What's the silly armor going to play for the sub goal? It depends.
Back into
That's on you, folks. We got to get there though. That's the question. But I'll run a poll. I think when we hit the goal.
They'll hit.
If we hit the goal at this point,
This?
I'll play a Veiled Blade. I'll Veiled Blade
6,
it up.
right?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, let me reroll
This
that.
is like too many.
Not bad. Yeah. Too many.
Zinch detachment.
4 -3.
We watched it win over the weekend.
And it's a +1 to wound you're using now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
-3, you said?
3, yeah, because of the extra AP aura from itself.
So down to 1.
4 extra attacks. They hit.
Where Warrior's not good. They're also paying for the sins of
We got a
the 9th edition codex. They were so
Yeah.
ridiculously busted.
No. Let's just see if I can get a
Move 7,
here.
advance in charge, -1 damage. They had
me. Okay, good.
4 strength 7, AP 2, 2 damage melee attacks.
They will come out.
And you could improve all of those numbers
Leave.
in some way.
Will be legal.
Yeah, they were so nuts. And perma-transhuman, access to a 5+ invulnerable save and a 5+ feel no pain.
3 on here, right? Yeah. And then you have how much?
So we're going to try to keep them out of consolidation of the keeper. I guess I don't think that's possible.
Is it worth 5 points? I think it might be.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it has to be worth it.
I think you can make warriors good. The warrior biofarm onslaught detachment I think is underrated for Tyranid detachments. It's just weird because heavy infantry are kind of like meta right now, so everyone's ready to kill them. But
there.
But I do think that detachment's actually not. It's definitely not strong.
You have to come into me. Yeah. This guy.
They also give you a cheap means of chaining synapse. Yeah. Who remembers back in
Correct.
9th when they also gave any unit +1 to hit. It was so nuts. Or in 8th, excuse me. That was with the 8th or the.
Well,
I guess that was early 9th. That was the.
Great.
Very nice.
Then that was the.
I guess I fight with these now because I don't have anything.
Whatever their psychic this ritual thing, psychic awakening. Upgrade gave them.
Yeah, I switched it to me, so I don't want to take your time.
Okay, thank you, appreciate it. So they are -1 to hit from the Nurglings.
Yep.
And from the Keeper, I guess, so -2 to hit technically. If that matters at all for your buff.
Lost against it with Custodes, yeah, that can make sense. The Custodes will just like butcher Tyranids, but they also hyper buff their Exocrines, right?
6s.
They buff Exocrines to winning Custodes on 2s and like ignoring cover and stuff.
Okay.
Can be scary.
Sweet. For the secret trade over here, we have 9 attacks. Wound. 4 ups to dev. So these will actually wound on 3s. Yeah. So we have 4 devs and 1 save because we have anti-infantry 4-up dev wounds.
Okay. 4
So
dice.
4 die. Oh, and then there is 4 extra attacks. 2 lethals, 1 miss. So then we have 4 more saves at AP0.
Is that right? They're good.
Nice. Good. And your scout sentinel.
Oh yeah. Completely
I don't know
forgot he
how
was
he's
still a
alive.
thing. Yeah, me neither. He's a cool guy.
Yes.
Let's see here. He has got 3 attacks. Full hits. And I believe 3 wounds.
Sweet. 6-2.
See. Yep.
Sweet.
Actually, nice one.
That will be that. I didn't cleanse or engage. So we'll grab his PP and.
Oh, no secondaries
Sure you
completed by
did
Oberyn.
Engage.
Oh, I
This
did,
guy.
did get the keeper. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Get 2 points.
You, so
Oh,
that's
there you
2
go.
points. Yep.
End of your turn.
Hate them because Grey Knights kill them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Extra I think look really cool. I also think that they benefit from the classic 40k
Okay.
bonus of being a specialized unit.
Defend.
Units that tend to be jack of all trades are often worse than units that are specialized at a single role.
We'll mark
And Exocrines are one of the few Tyranid
We'll
units that
mark
explicitly
the
only shoots and does
Vultures,
nothing else, which means it's
and
actually good.
we'll mark the Nurglings.
Versus you compare it to like Carnifexes or even Tyrannofexes, and they're like, well, we also want it to be like a melee unit that's kind of tanky and also does like a
Then we
bunch of
have
other
some
things.
orders to
But
do.
realistically,
You can't make me take battle shocks right
those
now,
aren't
right?
quite as good.
That's the
That's
Nurgle
what we want.
detachment.
That's
Yeah.
what we want right here. Good stuff.
Yep.
These guys give themselves an order for duty and honor. That we now hold a point. Well, we do
Yes.
anyway, right? Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
matter.
can,
They're gonna fall back anyways. It's fine. Then this guy gives this guy duty and honor.
Okay.
And take game.
Darren just rocked down through a 15 point primary here. Damn.
Game for himself.
Astra Militarum also have bottom 5 scoring, so don't forget that if they are able to last against the demonic onslaught here, they're going to be getting that big benefit towards the end of the game. The big question is whether or not Darren's going to be able to efficiently remove these Keepers of Secrets. His Torox number 2 in the back does have an additional Kazrakin unit. You can hop off and get full rerolls onto the Keeper with.
A -1.
Wait, he's in shadow.
Yeah, everything in the middle is in shadow.
He's yeah. But doesn't matter. Yeah.
Favorite team to do in 9th was chaining Nero Parasite through Synapse onto something like a Sister Squad on the midboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadow.
He's fine. He's got 8 right now.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Well, 6.
The Tyranid Psychic phase was so fucking cool in 9th edition.
Plus 1
Shadow
for
exactly.
being cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so this battle.
We should stop talking about 9th edition. I'm gonna get sad.
What are we doing? We are killing.
Every once in a while, I go back to one of my old stream VODs and watch 9th edition Tyranid gameplay and just like pine for the good old days.
So at the start of your command phase,
shooting
they were
phase,
in
shooting
shadow.
Yeah,
Shooting
but
phase,
in the
nothing's-
shooting phase. Yeah. If I
Just
take
shooting phase, nothing's in shadow unless it's within 6 inches of the keeper.
Well, movement phase as
Because you
well.
already-
In the movement phase, I
Yeah.
have these.
Same. Correct.
Well, actually, in the
Yeah.
command phase, I'm not in shadow. So I have this
No,
and this.
Aren't they still battle thought until the start of the command phase? I don't know how that order works.
Yeah, the start of the command phase, yeah. But you take battle shocks at the end of it. So.
Yeah, okay.
It goes away in the start of your turn, whatever it's. Yeah,
Start of your turn. Cool. Then you're good anyway.
yeah. But it's the question is for this guy here: is if I take the No Man's Land, is he in shadow or being partially within?
Yeah, because he's touchy. He. Let me look.
If he's touching, yeah, check that while I do my thing.
Yeah. 100%.
Number 2. They will go.
So the level of control doesn't recheck until the end of the command phase, right?
Okay. Yeah, it didn't matter in
Right,
this case
yeah.
anyway. But the
That's
question
what
here
I
is
was
for
thinking.
the
But yeah, you're right.
yeah. But the question here for the chariot is he in?
Right. So
Yeah.
throughout the command phase, Shadow would still be applicable through the middle
Right.
And then
Yeah.
at the end of the command phase, about do the control rechecks.
Absolutely. So I'm reading the deployment zone is always within your army's shadow, and then it says for the
Within.
+1 and heal is within. So it doesn't say wholly anywhere. So I would say that.
Oh yeah, it's touching the deployment. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, he's in it.
I guess that is the actual question.
Yeah, yeah, he's in regardless.
That's what
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
asking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Good. And then these blokes here. No wait, we're gonna go first.
A good discussion. A good discussion to have.
Outside of 6. No reason.
Mirror Swords, Banshee. Hell yeah. Maru, go have your nap, buddy. I hope you have a good one. If we're still going at the end, I hope to see you back in when you wake up.
Whatever. They're gonna be 6 away from us. Like a grenade and throw shit.
Yeah, the
Not good.
old Exarch, the old Exarch
And
powers
these
were
guys
super
here
sick.
are gonna jump into number 2.
They were.
They're not too
I also liked
useful
them because I would eat them and get I would get victory points when I ate them. When I ate their Exarchs or their yeah.
enough.
Nom 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 nom.
I
I would learn all of their
actually like these
secrets.
stuff. So this guy here, 5, 4. JK.
Hmm?
This one is, but it will be these guys in a bit here.
Sure.
This. There. But I have to do a start of a phase 6.
Yeah.
This
Gotcha.
guy will go up and touch this guy.
Go in. Makes sense.
And then still these guys can still reach E.
Yeah, I miss those old unit champion customizations. Those and like the Black Templars, like chapter relics, those were sweet too.
Then
Where they would like bring a buff for their unit if as long as you had the unit champion. I do think that one thing that 10th edition has really stripped away has been unit champions like mattering, which feels bad. Like there are many unit champions that are named and the unit champion mechanic exists, but it doesn't do anything.
we'll jump out the number.
There are I don't believe any
Wait, number
instances
3,
where
there
having a
will
unit
jump out.
champion is relevant
right.
unless their stats or
Jump
abilities are
in, I
different.
mean, yes, they're gonna go
Makes
into
sense.
the transports.
Yep.
But it will be. Then are this. See out, but are also touching the objective.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like maybe something they could release in the future would be like enhancements like that are available for characters and or unit champions that are separate from your detachment, and that would give you more ways to customize your army.
Needs to be within.
Like it feels bad when you're in the army that has like no, 15-point enhancements or something, and you just like can't fill in the last 15 or 20 points of your army. And it would be nice to get more of that and like more interesting combos included.
You will
Plus, I think Warhammer is a franchise that like
somewhere, so that was
is very like hero hammer build, right?
probably my ass a little bit. Drive in here. While also being within.
Sounds too complicated. I mean, maybe. I don't know for sure. It's not really up to me though. Ultimately.
Rust 4. What do you want to do, my son?
Yeah, the one that always gets me is the Tyrannid Warrior unit champion. Because in the past they never had a unit champion. They had characters that like you could bring with them if you wanted. But they didn't actually have a champion mechanic. And then in 10th edition they were given one, but the
and walk out here.
but it doesn't do anything. It has no abilities. Farzir Maka, thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. That one blew my mind. I was like, why do we have this? And the reason is because the boxed set like instruction guides have guides for assembling a Tyrannid Prime.
Yeah.
So they need to have mechanics that are associated with the Tyrannid Prime.
3.
But it's so stupid. I don't know.
7.
Makes me sad. The Zone European Champion does have an ability, and it's a good ability, but that is few and far between. Most unit champions, unfortunately, do not.
Wait, we want to stay back. Silly. There. And then be there.
I am excited to see these Kazarkin rip out here.
Melt the gun with a melt minus.
I feel like this Keeper of Secrets is probably in for a world of pain. They're going to get mined for damage. Plus, they're going to get +1 to wounded and full hit wound and wound reroll.
All right.
Directly into that Keeper's shapely buttocks.
Ready to start. Wait, no, you're going to be in shadow unless I put something in the middle. It's
yeah,
gonna be fine.
Because I also see you here by a little bit.
Yeah. It's fine, though. We'll go with this.
Yeah. What about Gaunt's Ghosts?
Oh right, yes, they have to come down.
Yep.
We need to screen.
Yep.
It was a nice reminder from Oberyn.
And man can stand.
He could easily have asked about a rapid ingress in this back corner here, which could have been devastating if Demonettes get into the artillery battery. We'll see if we see a rapid ingress here. Oberyn is just hoarding CP right now. I wonder if there's an argument for a Soul Grinder to appear in this area to then sort of push onto the Rogaldorns, maybe?
That's me. Would you like to do something?
Yeah, let's think about it. This is out to here. This is out to...
He did expose his Soul Grinder last turn, so we could see a drop out of Demonettes to try to thief onto that thing.
Cool. Makes sense to me.
There it is. We did see the Soul Grinder drop in.
That's the other question.
Yeah, you just can't be in the statue, but you'd probably be able to fit, maybe.
I'll give it a big hug or something.
Mm-hmm.
That looks somewhat legit. And we're coming here next turn. It's not bad. Obviously out of melter range of the... Because that's 9 anyway.
Yeah.
Only option that might make more sense would be here. But I think this one's screening that a little bit too much. Yeah. So I think that's the best spot where we were.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is just where it's a little bit further out here.
A little bit farther, got you.
Yeah, it's the Taurox from the back is just absolute trash.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, maybe it doesn't fit there actually. Maybe, but
well, it does if I give a full hug.
Yeah. Full hug.
All good.
Safety statue. Gotcha. Yep. All right.
Yep. And then just making sure I can actually move. That does look like a place I can put it down. So yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Down to 3.
Yeah. And let's see here. I believe that Grinder is harder to kill than Keeper, even in melee. But we'll start here nonetheless. We're going to shoot this chariot with this Taurox. The autocannon. 1 hit. Twin 1 wound.
Yes.
You're alive. Here comes the Stubbers.
Yep.
Nope, they're not coming. Okay, that sucks. Okay, so, but yeah, he does the Grinder for the thing.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see here. Themes.
So you can Thief of Pain. You can't Thief of Pain from a monster, but you can Thief of Pain wounds to a monster.
Did I fuck this up?
So one thing I wonder if we'll see here is the Soul Grinder converts
Minus
damage
six,
onto the Keeper of
Yeah.
Secrets. It's not a particularly efficient way for it to pass damage, but it does keep the Soul Grinder alive.
So
And it also
force.
the Keeper will have a 5+ Piano Pain thanks to the Shining Aegis. So it may be
We're rolling
Just
hot.
want
my
to
friend.
win. Yeah, so it's
able to
7
shake a
wins,
lot of
I
that.
went out of a vehicle.
Yeah.
You can also the activation timing for Thief of Pain is really weird too. You can basically do it in the middle of an attack
what's up,
activation
Paul?
since it's when you assign a save to a model.
Nice.
So you can roll out half of your opponent's weapon profiles, for example, and then
This
use the Thief of
guy.
Pain sort of halfway through. So you can actually literally spread the damage between the two
This guy.
the two monsters,
Yeah. Let's
which
go.
could be something we see.
One shot. Whee! Okay, we're rolling hot today, apparently.
Yeah. Super.
Force. 3.
Nice. Kills a guy and a half, actually.
And then this Torox will shoot. Torox will put everything into the Fiend as well. One autocannon.
Good.
Good. Then we have. Oh, sorry, when they come down, they get stuff they said they're gonna have. Then. Shoot. Oh shit, I forgot to start with the shooting phase, do the 9. Forgot to throw the mine at you.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It's just not 3, yeah.
Yep.
Can't change the past.
Fair enough.
Then they're gonna throw a grenade at her.
Cool.
For free.
Wait, too many?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 4 mortals. You have feeling pain, right?
Yeah. Takes 3. I rolled 1/5.
Oh right, that's all right. I forgot that these are not saves.
Yeah. More to win.
Yeah. Then this Rogel Doorman will shoot the Keeper of Secrets.
Okay, and I'm thinking about which is better here for my strat. So these guys are +1 because they got out of something, right?
Yes, correct. +1 to wound. And hitting on 6.
This is hitting on 4s. These guys will be on 3s because the keeper's -1 to hit.
Yes,
Be
on
hitting
3,
on
yes.
4s, but some multi-meltas in range. 2 multi-meltas. Is our leadership the same? Leadership's 7 and 7?
Yep.
And you declared what? The battle tank right now? That's what we're
The
thinking
tank,
about
yeah.
right now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tank is shooting. Tank could shoot here. If not, I think I'll wait.
Okay. So me. Tankman goes hard. He shoots the autocannon.
Yep.
Yeah. Except that. Doesn't wound. I don't think that's Winlink. Then we're gonna shoot the normal melter. So hits.
Nice.
1 wound.
Okay.
You're fine. Multi-meltas.
Multi-meltas.
So back to force, right? Yeah.
Back to 4s, yeah.
I'll do the hit reroll here.
Hit reroll.
Yeah, it's done. 5s. We'll use the wound reroll.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Oppressor.
Presser.
4.
Okay.
fours.
Fours.
And threes. 1.
Okay.
3 damage.
We'll take all 3. Ouch.
Pulverizer. Yeah. Okay. Nothing. And then the
Okay.
fun little stubbers. Okay. Alright. I think that's all his shooting. Then we are gonna shoot with the Taurox here.
Sure.
Talk.
Okay.
Then we'll shoot with these guys.
Okay, I'll use the strat, so it'll be -2 because it's -1 from the strat and minus another because you're within 6 of me.
Mm-hmm. Battle shock test, I guess. They fail.
Great. So then I'll give you 1 mortal wound,
That's brutal.
and you can't hit me.
That's
Oof. Failed 2 consecutive battle
you
shocks
have
into
5. I have 5. Good.
off the
Well, that's
Kazarkin.
6, actually.
Should have 6. Yeah, I should have 6.
Yeah, you have 6. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's meant to be on.
So then, I guess the marksman and the one of the plasma guns shoots your. Well, sorry, both the plasma guns shoots the.
Plasma guns.
Yeah, everything that can see, this guy shoots him. Which I assume is actually everyone when I think about this for more than 2 seconds, except the Deltas, obviously, for obvious reasons.
That stratagem is a little bit of a silver bullet in these
Overcharge,
matchups here,
'cause
especially.
they die.
I guess it doesn't. It's not really getting around any
Okay.
hit buffs that
the what's it called?
Kazarkin are getting, but giving you essentially better than a coin flip's chance to be unshootable is a huge value.
1 wound.
Yep.
Just lagging on the dice. It's just the lag
you're
again, right? So it'd be 0.
Yeah, so it's fine. Sniper misses. Okay, that's them.
Great.
And then we're gonna shoot.
I think that unit likely would have killed the keeper if it had been able to shoot there.
This Thorn.
And I think now Oberyn's in a good position to try to start healing these models with his
This guy.
battle shock stratagem.
Unless I see this guy. Probably. No, this isn't that kind of map where you can save.
Yeah, I do almost wonder if
Wanna hit the
like
Taurox for a sec. We can.
Yeah.
especially if you want to
That's not.
on that.
if you want to be giving hit rerolls, like I wonder if just like stacking +1
so
leadership
the
is
Rogue
the
Dog
on the
shoots,
Kazarkin is the way to go
The grind.
in these instances.
Yep.
Makes sense.
It also didn't help that his remote mine off the
We'll-
engineer squad
Right.
failed as well,
So the
because we would be in
Melt
danger of putting that Keeper of Secrets relatively low.
1 wound.
Oh, nice. Okay. Save it.
Great. Multimelta.
Ultimata.
Then autocannon. Come on.
Dude, what are these
pressure
dice?
Cannon. So it should be 7.
7.
I'll use the wound reroll here. Good. 2 wounds.
Oh boy, that's not
This is
good.
Presser got it. Yep. Makes sense.
3 damage.
Take 1. 3 damage.
Pulverizer.
Bro.
You got to roll like you do on the flamers.
Yeah, but we're not doing that apparently. 1 hit. 1 wound.
2 6s though. All right, into a save.
Oh right, holy shit! I reroll 1s against you. What am I doing?
Oh shit. Yeah.
That actually matters quite a lot.
Want to reroll a couple?
Not too many. Like 1 oppressor, and maybe. I don't know.
Bro.
It's my fault.
Oh man.
Let's see here. The autocannon shooting you there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like
4 damage, might as well.
this feels like
Yeah.
it's particular to this matchup, right? Because if the Kaz are going to able to fire like unmolested,
Let's see here.
they're gonna do a ton of
4 attacks,
damage.
right?
4 attacks.
But
Five.
this is very specific to Legion of Excess, dude. What are these dice?
Yes, and no. Cool. Then we are shooting
Okay.
with. We are in a little bit of a spot here.
Yeah.
Need to kill this guy. Well, gotta roll it.
Indeed, unmolested.
This guy. Sometimes.
Difficult to find yourself in that position against this army.
3 hits. I'll see the reroll. I'll reroll here from Ursula for free.
From
There we go.
Ursula. Okay. Nice.
Thank fuck.
Is dead.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was key. Kasserkin shots and failed. These guys would like to shoot. I feel like we need to clear out the Nurglings a little bit. So these guys here will. Yeah, they'll shoot the Nurglings. There we go. 15.
15. Damn. Good stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe. 6 saves.
6 saves. Kills a Nurgling and a half.
Yep.
Is that
Think
something
so.
that makes me take a battle shock or no?
No, you just take the out shock from this.
That's the big ones. That's the big ones.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then I also need to kill this guy. That's hard. We will then.
Mask is loud on.
Yeah. We'll shoot the other mortar team into the same guys.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Uh-oh. 3.
3.
What's the body?
Does kill another body, yep.
Good. Then we are. Let's see. Yeah, good. Then we are gonna do the Death Corps troops into the Keeper.
Yep.
And they are. I believe they have 2 flamers, but they're really shit. So they're both wound on 6s. So let's roll them together.
Cool.
It's 1 strength 3 and 1 strength 4, so it's 1 wound. It's got a hand flamer, little boy. Okay, nice.
Hand flamer wound, yeah.
Hand flamers, yeah. Then some shotguns.
-1 to hit,
Yeah,
as always.
it's probably like on 5s or something, yeah. And then. No. Well, actually, yes, because they came out of our vehicle, so it's +1.
Did they? I thought they were just chilling here. Am I
Oh,
wrong?
no, yeah, you're right. They were these guys. This guy still has some.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, we got there in then. Then this artillery team. Oh man, I don't want to regen stuff.
That wasn't the one that already shot.
No. It doesn't. It's both of these are still alive and kicking. One.
Yeah,
Well, one of
got
this is yeah.
One shot, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So we'll shoot. I'm not gonna kill the grinder. Might take you on the Overwatch thing. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be good.
If I do some damage, but may as well shoot this guy. Yeah, I'll shoot the keeper. Direct shooting.
Yep.
So hitting on
Direct shooting.
3s because I'm heavy. Well, 4s because you're -1. Yeah. We get
Got
it. Oh. 1 hit.
Okay.
And 1 wound. Make it. Take a battleship test.
Really hope I don't fail this. Nice.
Yeah.
1.
Guess it's not
1 to 8.
the word at least. Then what else do we do? We shot everything now. 1, 2, yeah. Yep, I think we shot everything. Now we get to the charge part. I'm gonna charge the keeper.
With the tank or with the
Tank, yeah.
with the tank? Makes sense.
Yeah, this feels like it would be dangerous, but the Keeper of Secrets is actually
Nice.
particularly ineffective against high
we're gonna
toughness
tank up.
without the rerolls here.
Yep.
Can we roll lights out? Oh, man.
Really nice.
That was huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
5
Respect my tank,
down
keeper.
to 2.
Yeah. Oh my
Is there a universe where Rogue kills this thing in melee? It is 7 attacks, but it is only 5s to hit.
Then I'm gonna charge an Nurgling. Makes sense.
It's very aggressive. Is there an intervention here? You have to get rid of that Nurgling. And the mask is gonna make the -1 to hit, or -1 to wound probably, unless it.
Is worth throwing these guys away
Yeah.
for this. I'm not sure, but
So I actually don't know if they're gonna kill this
I think
thing.
it is.
I'll go ahead and heroic with the chariot.
Yeah.
There's heroic.
So I'm down to 2. Did you have a CP to tank truck with? Weren't you already down
Yeah.
to 0 before the tank truck?
No, I hadn't spent it on anything.
Okay.
No, I removed it after I tank shot. It's why I have 0.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's move that. Here. Guess doesn't matter too much. Here's better.
Yeah. Just here. There. Okay. Are you done there? Then.
Yeah. Declaring a gambit, obviously, when I make the charge, because there's literally no reason not to.
Mm-hmm. Then I think that's all the charges I can do. We are gonna go ahead and mask is pretty dangerous, right? Yeah. Start with the fight
Yep.
phase. What does she declare?
Against the Caspercrin, only target.
Mhm.
So it's -1 for you to wound against everything, and then +1 for me to wound, but only with Slanesh demons, not with the Nurglings.
-1 to hit and -1 to wound here is gonna be a
Are
little
gonna
awkward.
move closer. If you move the hand a little bit, Trevi, I can see what I'm doing. Thank you. This guy moves closer. This goes closer. He stands still where he is. Can. So. Actually, that became weird. Awkward. Fine.
Yeah.
He does not
Good
wanna.
one.
Yeah, he doesn't wanna drag in the mass.
Yeah,
Surprisingly.
for sure. Yeah, mask
Um,
is decent.
okay, so then we're gonna fight the Nurgling man with whatever these guys are.
Yep.
There's a
So
sergeant here as
-1
well.
to hit and -1 to wound.
Yeah, we're not liking the chances. They are here.
There we go.
I believe that's 1 wound.
1 wound, yep. Lagging, but I failed it.
Okay. Then Alpha. 1 wound.
There's your AdMech player. Saves that. Alpha.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay, saves that.
All right, I have 1 more. Yeah. And then this guy.
Tank.
Wait,
6
you
with
don't
the
have
tank, I
fight
guess?
first.
All the marbles
so
here,
you
chat.
can't give up your fight first for Gambit, by the way.
You can give it up even if you don't have it.
Oh, can you? Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. I mentioned at the start of the game too that you always get the gambit on heroic because it's the charge move.
Just when you
You
do a
don't
charge.
actually need to. Yeah.
It's a weird wording.
Okay.
I would wonder if that's a way that they
with the chariot,
depower the
make a 9
detachment a little bit. It's
with 5
it
wounds.
just says that you do not have fight
And
first,
4 up if I make
but it doesn't say that you must have to have fight first in order to then not have it. It feels like it is explicitly worded that way, so it works in heroic intervention, but it also feels very strong.
So that will be 2 saves at -1 and 6 mortal wounds
So
for a
8.
total of 8. And
Means
then we
I can
have
rest.
4 more attacks. And these ones wound on 2, so 3 at
He died.
-0. Yeah, cool. Sweet. And then the keeper. So no rerolls here. Probably not going to do much damage.
Wondering how they reign Yanari. Yeah, I wonder. I think lethal intent maybe needs its
So
movement
1 at
cap.
-3, damage 3.
Sweet.
Is probably the easiest way.
Chilling. Okay, and you're T12, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing there.
Good.
Cool. Anything else?
You could add like a 7-inch movement cap to it, or a
I'll take
D6 plus 1 or something.
Turn.
And throw away marked.
And you could also potentially even add like movement restrictions
Cool.
to it,
I
like a
have my
blood
own
surge
mark,
move.
So you can think about that, and then establish locus. And
Make it
then
worse at running away from stuff. Although for the most part, adding threat
I don't
range
know,
is
I
like
need to
where
pass
it's
this
really
battle shock in order to
abusive.
get my primaries, so I probably do want to.
We'll see if
pass that.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm 100% convinced it needs
4
reining in
below.
quite yet. It does seem to be like there seems to be a lot of counterplay, but
pass
that could change if
Deal.
they remove any of the counterplay.
4. And we'll get 10 points.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, I got 15, right? Yeah, I got 15. Because this, and this.
this, and this. Yeah, I think you're correct. Yep.
Indeed. We haven't talked about it when it happened. That was pretty impressive.
Primary is important.
Yeah. You
Because
had this
the
because they
5
moved in
dudes
there.
here,
Yeah.
that's went in.
100%.
The entire squad here, yeah.
Sweet.
I think that charge might have been a mistake with the Kazarkin, because that did give up that 5 points there. I think Adarin, despite having a really bad turn, would have been in a significantly less
Oh, you need me to put
dangerous
more
position.
people than you.
+1. This is just a normal.
But that allowed the Secret Chariot to really
Yeah, I didn't
easily
do
get
it
in.
Marked. Nurglings are good. This is good. Okay. Go to movement. And to locus.
But you can charge.
Artillery team and some
Oh,
stuff
sorry.
there.
We can do this here. There.
Ursula, this is artillery team, and this is artillery team or heavy
Yeah,
weapons?
yeah. Artillery teams. Yeah.
Both. Okay. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That
Very
is something
sturdy.
else. Okay. Fair enough. Cool. I would love to get 5 points. So let's see if that's possible. So that is 2 points. That is 3.4. 3.6, 3.4 is a total of 6. And we'd be looking at
7, 2.6 and 3.4 is 7. No, wait, I'm wrong. You're right. 6.
Yeah.
Math
You're
is
good.
hard.
math is hard.
Yeah.
So we did 6. Now we could do 4, and now we could do 4 more, putting us right there.
That's still
And
within
that
an
would
inch
be-
here.
Oh, so I'd have to be just a tad out. Is that within an inch?
Ruh-roh.
1.1.
Is it
we're
full
looking
back
at a
shoot and charge, or just full back and?
Fall back and charge. I would not be shooting if I did this.
Mhm. I think if you do that, I'm gonna do something.
That is fair. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do it yet? Okay, I'm just going to leave that there for now, but not move it yet. Just so I have an idea of where it is. Thank you. This one is going to be much simpler.
Can't be in the terrain here, but as long as you have
Yeah.
the leg behind it, it's fine.
Right. That looks good. Any response to that? Let me know.
No.
And this is now within 1 inch of the wall, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably just going to be there.
Means you're not hanging into the wall completely. Like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do a spin.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and make sure I'm off the train too. Okay. Would you like to react to that?
No.
Fair enough. Just asking to cover my bases.
Yep.
Where's this chariot going? Somewhere out of here. 2. 2.5 is 4.5, so I'd have 9.5 more. Can I actually get on here with this annoying little thing? Looks like no. Looks like no. Let's stay here. Okay, any response to that?
No.
Great.
Actually, yeah. One response.
Okay.
So using our transport reactive move
Sense.
here.
It's your reactive move, so now you're at
Let's get on the objective.
P still? Okay. Mask is going to move here so that your Dorn is within 6 inches.
Probably just require the Seeker to.
Nurgling's going to move here.
Commit to just contest that objective,
Plague
probably.
Bears are going to.
But that does sort of stop the forward momentum a little bit.
Need to advance. Let's do this turn. Need to advance. Plague Bears will advance. Did not even get there, actually. Rolled a 1. Yeah. Kind of awkward. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just hang out wherever we can. Maybe that drive's wrong. That looks like it's definitely coherent. Well, I guess we'll leave 2 on here like this. Sweet. Thank you.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Sweet. That's kind of awkward. I was hoping for a little bit bigger advance, but here we are. And then, yeah, I just have to decide what I'm doing with this keeper. This is gonna be. Is this all 3 of those? That could kill me, actually.
Yep.
No, that one's out of range.
Not.
That one's out of range. So just 1, actually.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
It measures into the base, but no, it should only be 1.
Yeah, it should only be 1. Okay, yeah, I think I will do that. I'll move this one out of the way. Okay, and Overwatch if you'd like.
Yes, with the Rogaldorn.
Oh, it's down to 0.
Yeah, I'm trying to switch it to me. There.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, let's see here. We'll do the multi-meltas first.
Okay.
Use the hit reroll. Nope.
Yep.
Normal melta. Then autocannon. Stubber
Stubber.
with stubbers. Nope.
Okay.
Oppressor cannon.
Yep.
Flag. Should be 5.
5, yep.
Nope. Pulverizer. Okay. Well, you're gonna live. Okay. All right. Well,
All right. Lucky me. Yeah, I'll count
I don't
myself
think
lucky
we're
there.
gonna
Absolutely.
roll any 6s. It's not gonna work.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to click the shooting phase yet because I still have deep strike that needs to come in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where do we need that? This statue makes things a little bit awkward.
When will the Death Strike missiles be launched? Great question, chat. Bry Fry, thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. Problem is, momentarily here, the Death Strike missiles are likely to be launched in danger close range. Might end up hitting some of our Militarum friends here.
Don't have any other CP
in the blast
necessarily
radius.
on your turn. I don't really love any of these spots right now, but this may be what we need to do at this point. That point would be probably the easiest way to visualize it.
New player at the LGS made a very bold move, dropped a melee Hive Tyrant in a Tyrannocyte in front of 1,000 Suns army turn 1. Was that in order to get advanced placement on his free stratagem aura?
Sense, and
so that he could use it to vaporize the enemy with an early adrenal surge that they weren't expecting?
With mortars wherever they come on the entire board.
I don't know what you're talking about. I detest this statement.
Here. Yeah. Line up here and YOLO a charge of some type.
Game's most expensive distraction card effects, for sure.
Charge. Alright. That is now the end of my movement phase.
Yep.
Alright. Shooting phase. What do I even want to take out in the shooting phase? Probably Torax in the middle would be nice. Let's start with this grinder
Mm-hmm.
into the Torax in the middle.
Me.
Leave the one for the 6.
Yep.
And it's
8.
gonna be. Oh yeah, you're right. A 4 minus 2. Damage 2. What's the cover looks like? Probably not.
Hopefully.
I can see this side from here. Or actually, I can't even see out of there. No, it would all be from this little tidbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see me, or?
I think so.
Okay.
Alright, this doesn't cover any terrain.
Is this -2 then, or?
Minus 2, yeah. 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Sweet. Explode.
No. And
What happened next is only known in myth and legend, because the Hive Tyrant killed Magnus.
Your models.
Like, aced him right out.
let's see.
Surrounded by
Shot
fear and
something
sand.
else seems unnecessary.
Yep.
By big scary monsters. Kind of want to still.
That's very good.
Sure.
Very good, pep kick. So we did knock down the transport, but let's put the Casterkin on the objective. But now the Secret Chariot will just kill them. Man, these Secret Chariots are being a absolute
Let's see.
just
These
insane thing.
track of who has their melt of mine left. These guys use theirs.
Yeah. And these guys are dead. So this
You likely can't hear it, chat, but I'm pretty sure an ice cream truck just rolled by my window.
Yeah. There. How many is left? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9.
The ice cream sounded so
7
good,
is
but
left.
I don't want ice cream right now. But I do have a Pop-Tart.
deal. Makes sense.
Just, you can. Doesn't really matter who I'm taking here. So.
This grinder is gonna shoot your sentinel.
Makes sense.
1 dev and 2 at -2 again. Obviously, you have cover because you're on there.
Damage 2? Or
Damage 2 each. Yeah.
so
4 damage total. Yeah. It's load. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. That leaves us with keepers probably. This keeper, if it has line of sight, will shoot. Well, it's good. We'll shoot in the middle. This one will overcharge because it's full health. That's too many.
What is a raspberry
We have
ripple?
2 deaths.
Is that an ice cream? Am I behind the times with my ice cream
Everyone has cover probably.
lore knowledge?
Yeah.
All I know is Choco
Those
Tacos.
6 die.
That's the only one I remember. And with the Spider-Man, Spider-Man one that always looks like messed
2
up.
dev as well. I already took them
Yeah.
off the board.
Yeah, so exactly. So these 2 fail.
Don't the 4s fail?
No, I have 3 up save. Well, actually, you're right. Yeah, because I don't have duty and honor when it came out. Yes, you're right. It's only 1 guy alive.
Okay, cool. Understood. And this guy was touching the point?
He was initially, but not this guy.
The Meltamine wasn't the guy touching the point initially. Got it.
No.
Okay, understood.
Just sniper.
Fair enough.
But if I stand on the point, I'm gonna get both charge and shots. So let's not do that.
Yeah.
Push
Yeah,
pops.
no, totally
I think I had them one time.
Alright, this keeper...
They always seemed like logistically too difficult for me, and I give up.
Creepers, I think, not overcharged.
No, he's not. He fell back.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Apologies. Cool. That should be that.
This looks like it's getting a little rough here, chat. We do have a Kazakh squad in the Torox back here, I believe. No, sorry,
right,
just
most important. Yeah. Most important is going to be this grinder into the Rogel Dorn.
But
Did you do your overcharge here, by the way?
this looks like it's getting a little dangerous for our Militarum friends.
This is late here. Get on a 3.
Worries.
Grinder into Dorn.
Makes it in.
Makes it in on an 8. So this is going to be 4.7.
Can't walk through the wall here. You have to spin.
Yeah. Have to spin. So it's going to be 6.7. You can add 1.3 more and got to make contacts.
Not gonna make contact with him. No. Well, you can't
No,
for a lot of reasons.
Of course
yeah.
not. Yeah, for so many reasons. Yeah. But the pile-in, potentially. Or not pile-in, the consolidate, potentially. All right. What else is important? Getting this seeker just out of the way is actually quite important. So let's charge that.
I'm just
into
gonna
the Dorn.
pull you into base contact with me here, if that's fine.
Sorry, what?
In case, so you're actually.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Go for it. Yep. Just parry it into the Dorn in front of it.
The chariots, yeah.
Oh, sorry. And the Dorn, the Soul Grinder is going to gambit. This successful charge will also gambit. Then we'll do... I think I really do want this Keeper into there for 5 points. I also do need this Grinder into there, and I only have 1 reroll. What is more important? Grinder's more important. Let's do the Grinder into the other Dorn. Definitely got it on an 11. Really nice, actually. We'll even spin and come like so.
Yeah.
this terrain and facing you. Great. And then we have the keeper into the artillery team on a 6. Also gambiting there.
I don't believe that the siege cannons have killed anything.
Do get
The players were kind of discussing earlier that
won't be in base,
the
but we'll-
artillery teams
and gambiting there as
force battle shock checks on their enemies.
What do we have left? We have the keeper into Thorax here.
Which is actually super beneficial for the demons. So they've been trying to target stuff that doesn't gain the bonus of
exactly like on that.
Fair.
it doesn't gain the bonus of
This
Shadow of
probably gets
Chaos,
longer because of that,
which has
but
been
we'll
difficult.
roll the Steamonuts into the Thorax and see what they get.
a lot of weird, like the battle shock
course.
effects in
Doing
this Legion of Exodus army is really like making this matchup super tough.
When
I
you
think
roll
for
a
Astra Militarum.
turn like this, it does work pretty well.
Would have gotten the objective there. Fuck. Yeah.
That's brutal. That's a brutal charge. You hate to see it, chat.
All right. Could be spot for one more. Yep. And everyone else. I'm sure this coherency might work if I can string back around.
It's not really a choice. They have to go there.
Yeah, I don't know if the coherency will work though, actually.
You're gonna have to
So-
base whenever you move someone, and then you have to make coherency work.
Does that work? Yeah, cool. Cool, that should be everyone that can do it.
Here, or
Yeah, you know what? Maybe. Is that it?
yeah.
Yeah, yep. Lag. Was there something before the lag? And we'll also gambit there. Lastly, let's do it. Nope, can't do it. That's it. Those are the charges. I think I gambited everything, so we'll let you start.
Okay. But with what? I guess the Torox beats up. Well, actually, how much anyway? No. Yeah, the Torox beats up the Demonets.
Yeah, makes sense.
Nope.
Okay. Let's do the Keeper into the Torox.
Mm-hmm.
I am within the... Nope, I'm not within the sustained aura. That's fine. T8, right?
T8, yes.
Okay, so it's going to be 5 minus 3 damage to 3s.
Breaks, I think.
Cool.
It's
Yeah,
damage
that's
3,
fine.
right? Or
3, yeah, 12 damage total. Okay.
let's see. Should be 3 out. And more than 4 from these guys.
This guy looks a bit...
Yeah,
far
no,
right
this
now.
guy hasn't been placed yet. So.
Got it. Understood.
More than 4 away. It's good.
3.9 right now.
Okay. Then he goes here. Okay.
Yeah, looks good to me. Sweet.
One guy dies.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. Well, over to you, actually. because you're fighting somewhere.
Is it? Oh, right. Dorn into this guy, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, nothing.
Keeper into the artillery team. This is the keeper that's hitting on 3s. It's going to be 3 minus 3, damage 3.
Takes 9.
Okay. And other attacks. We got some dev, so that'll kill it. And then we'll pass to you for your next Dorn.
Then I'm beating up the chariot.
Wow.
Wait. The chariot is only toughness 6, right? Yeah, yeah.
Toughness 6, yeah. Does 3 damage to a chariot. Kind of cool.
Mhm.
All right. We'll do the grinder into that Dorn. So the 5 bigger attacks here. Threes. So 4 minus 3, damage d6 plus 2.
See?
Okay. So it's going to be 6, 10 damage total. All right. And then we have 6 more attacks. Oh, shit. The mask should have been into the Dorn. It's the only target there. Sorry about that. And so this will be 4s instead of 5s. 4, these are just minus 1 damage too. Okay. Great. And I think that's all your fights, so we'll just keep it rolling here. Seeker Chariot into the Dorn. Dev wins attacks. And then these will, 2 misses. These will wound on 5s, but we want 6s for Dev. So 1 Dev and 1 minus 1. Nice. So just the 1 Dev. We'll go for the lethals here. 2 misses. Or sorry, actually those were all misses because they hit on 4s on this one, my bad. So that is that. Over here, other grinder into Dorn. Uh, 5 minus 3s.
4.
Okay. That's going to be 12 plus 4 damage. Sorry, 12 plus 8 damage, 20 damage. Okay, we'll pile in. Sorry, consolidate is the correct term. There. And I think that is that. You can fight with your guys that I just piled into. Consolidated into. Having a. Oh, this one was still 3.7.
I mean,
Was there a way for you to make it not 3.7?
yeah, it could have been here then.
Okay. Sweet. Works for me.
Could also have pulled him to a casualty as well.
So here, so he can go there. Then he can. There's no way around this, is it? Unless, where is your base? Oh, right. Your base is, let's see. So not touching the base, or whatever the base is on a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a march. Dude, no. 1 wound.
1?
Yeah.
Good.
That's it.
That's it. Marked we got for 5. Lucas will ditch for his TP. And we'll go to you.
Jam Wan, thank you for coming and hanging out.
Are they going to
Appreciate that, buddy.
die?
Hope you have a wonderful night.
And
I'll see you probably tomorrow.
shit, things are looking grim.
A little bit.
Quite a lot. Extend and air denial.
Yep.
Well, we can probably
And
do
then
that.
you'll listen battle shock to -1.
Yeah, I got to batch your stuff here. Air denial and extend.
Extend and Arizona, I think, can both get scored by this one Kazarkin if he auto passes in the center here.
Okay. So before any of the battle shocks, I have to do orders and stuff. So none of that
Absolutely.
can happen right yet.
Yeah, totally.
So this guy, let's not care about what he gets. He gets that, and then he gets take aim, kill some stuff.
Yep.
So even if he fails, it's fine. Then what else do we have here? Ursula gives take aim here. Here. Guess she also gives to them now. These guys are still alive and cooking. These guys here, they will give themselves honor and duty.
Honor and duty, yep.
This guy here will give himself take cover. He's gonna go ahead and outpass for obvious reasons.
Yep.
These guys gonna roll.
Yep.
Yeah, they're fine. The battle tank is fine.
Nice.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Let's see here. Okay. I need to kill this guy. Start blowing these guys away. So everyone's engaged is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just go ahead and in here so Keeper doesn't see me.
Okay.
Right over here.
That's good to me.
Then we have
Although, I think I would have been able to at the start of your move with this keeper.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that. We'll go for the hazardous. This matters quite a bit for points. Any sixes, 1/6. Does wound. It'll be at -2. You wouldn't have had cover there.
tell now, but sure.
Cool. Reroll.
Frustrating.
Or, no.
Okay.
Yeah. My hazardous.
Let's see. Yes, there is still a way.
Absolutely.
So we will. It's 9 here. Three. Believe this is 3. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, pretty easily. I
And-
think you got that.
Where's the Sarge? Flamer. Yeah, we need to keep you. Remote mine. You're fun.
That's fine.
And then is that 3? Yeah. Okay. And he's within 12. Good. Then let's see here. What else do we have? That means that we're going to make both of those. and you can't watch anymore, so we just
Yep.
go around and do stuff.
Totally.
You probably want to stay where he is. Try and kill this, and then we kill that. Okay, with you. And then these guys can now go ahead and fall back as they want.
Hmm.
Fine. Lag here.
No worries.
Probably. Not really.
Something
There.
like that.
Here. Touching you, but we're not a little bit close to you at least.
That's good.
Then we have to clear this shit out. All of this. We're gonna go up. This one needs to die. You can kind of see you from over here. It's been established. We can also see you from that, so we may as well just move up a little bit.
Yep.
How much OC do we have here? Actually. Then we have okay. Shoot where you stand. Yeah, I think we're gonna just drop our friends. We want to start around over here.
Makes sense to me.
Need any there? Yeah, we can just round it's over here. I think they have like rapid fires, one of these guys. Yeah. Getting around a little bit too much with the movements here, but it's probably fine. Okay. So if you stick around here, like it to be a 9-incher. There. Cool. Then we want to come out of the. We did right, yeah. Came out with
Oh shit! It's been on my time for quite a while there. I didn't realize that.
Huh.
Like 8
Must have
minutes.
been since the Overwatch then, probably.
Yeah.
You're probably fine though. After next
so.
turn, I'm not gonna have much left.
Yep.
Let's see here. We're gonna start shooting. We don't have anything left in Deep Strike, so I guess I'll just get on with it. This time I'll remember that I have to use the remote mine first.
No worries.
So we'll use it on the mask. Yeah.
Okay.
Mask man
Go for it. Mask man.
doesn't go off.
2 for 2 on dud mines. This has
No remote mines.
been one of those games, chats.
Heavy weapons team have grenade.
Question.
Alishan heavy. They have grenades. Good. We're gonna grenade for free here from Ursula.
Legit into the keeper. I'm assuming.
Can we get them?
Oh, it's
I
too many
believe.
dice. Too many dice. Too many dice. Too many dice. Too many dice.
Did I do too many? If I rolled too many, I just re-rolled it with the right amount.
Yeah. Just making sure. So it's...
Yeah. Take 3.
Sweet.
Mugger Prime, thank you for the follow. Appreciate
two.
you.
Sweet. Then we'll shoot it with Ursula, who
Ursula.
has 4 attacks for some reason.
Not bad.
Assume she hits on 2.
-1 to
simply.
hit.
No. Okay, she misses everything. We'll do this heavy weapons team here. That's a lane. The fire coordinator shoots you as well.
Sorry?
Heavy weapons team.
Nice.
On
Nice
the
rolls.
roll. Take 2.
Take 2.
2 damage. 2 dice.
2.
Ooh, got him.
This should blue.
Finally, one keeper of secrets
Then
down.
we're gonna flame your soul grinder. Full flame.
Yep. With what?
The
The other one?
team. Yeah,
Big scheme. Yep, makes sense.
yeah. 12.
Nice.
Nope. 1-4 for 2 damage. 2 damage.
2 damage. Taken.
Then we're gonna shoot this Rogel. Will shoot. Can see this lass over here, but it's not with all the guns exactly. It's like the
Just the presser.
compressor, yeah. Which I'm sure is the best. See anything here? All right, so we're gonna shoot a presser there, and the rest into the. I feel like the grinder's probably the best choice here. Yeah, we're gonna shoot the rest into the grinder that we can.
Okay. I'll go ahead and give you a battle stock at -2 for the grinder.
He makes it.
Nice. So you are -1 to hit against him. You're already -1, so now you're -1 twice for your take aim.
So it's unforced still. Because I'm ballistic skill 3. It's not +1,
Oh,
it's
you are.
on ballistic skill. Yeah. So autocannon, force. Talk. The normal melta. Nope. And multi-melta.
Nice.
Maybe. Then wound reroll.
Maybe.
1.
Saves
Okay. Stubber. 1 wound.
Takes it. Goes
Yeah.
into the grinder too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oppressor into the keeper. For 4.
Oh no.
And then 1 wound.
Okay. Good.
Don't think he has something else. Unfortunately. The format man will come and fuck up everyone in the middle. That's probably what it is. We're
Okay.
gonna shoot. A mortar into the demonets.
Yep.
We'll do
Sounds good.
this one. Blast 2. Only one is dead, right? Yeah, so it's blast 2. No.
Oh,
This is
sorry.
not
I thought you said that's 2.
No. So
Apologies.
force. And I assume 3s. 4 wounds.
Kills 3.
Manjade na? Yeah. Manjade na?
Yep.
5, 8.
8s now. Yep.
Well, 9 with the keep with the. No wait, that's
No, 8 including,
yeah.
including the character 8. Total 8.
Let's see here. Do I? Let's shoot the other mortar into the plague nerds.
Like nerds?
Yep, plague birds. There we go. So 15
Plus.
plus 6.
Yep.
One
Okay.
somehow. I don't know. Alright.
Save it somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. These guys gonna shoot here. And when they come down, they give themselves take aim, obviously.
No problem.
Autocannon. Two.
Two.
Yep. You goes down.
Kills 2.
Yep. Then we have
Yeah, that's fine.
a
Okay,
sniper.
The issues either way, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
You done? Okay.
Yep.
Sniper. Hit. Wound.
Okay.
One more. Yeah.
6.
Then we have hot shot last carbine. 3 and 3 from there, so 6. It's different. And Goons has 1. So 7.
Hmm.
Assume these are on 5, so T.
Okay. Good.
Fine. And then the one who sustain. Alright. Nope.
Yep.
They're down there. It's fine. Then what else do we have? Artillery team. Shoot this grinder.
Yep.
I would.
Wound.
Takes
Takes
3.
it for 3. Take a battle
Battle
shock, right?
Yep.
Battle shock failed.
Yep. Then we have nothing left, I believe. No, wait, we have actually lots of little deathcore boys left. So these guys here, 2 flamers into the soul grinder.
Nice.
2 wounds. No, actually,
Nice.
they came out of the truck. It's fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah, damn.
So
take
80
2.
CST. Yeah.
Yep.
And then this man with shotgun, he has 2 attacks. So it's only 3. You're engaged.
Yep.
Nothing. And then these guys here are shooting this dude as well.
Yep.
Flamers. Nope.
Yep.
And shotguns and shit. Nope. Then what else are we doing? We are charging stuff, I think. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we're charging with these guys into this guy. The chariot.
Sounds good.
There. I don't think we do much else, quite honestly.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So then we are fighting. So I'll fight with these lads. They have like 1 attack each, I believe, except Sergeant. Sergeant has power sword.
Okay, nice.
Friends suck. Sergeant sucks.
Suck.
Over to you.
That was your only one? Okay.
Yeah, that's a charge.
Grinder is going to be the most exciting.
Mhm.
Mask is going to debuff the tank, of course.
Mhm.
Grinder, 3 hits. Oh my god, wounding on 2s, 3 ones.
Yep.
Do I want to
That's recompense for all of the failed Meltamines.
hilarious?
Our
Okay,
tiny
one minus-
remote mines.
Those 3.
Damage is gonna be 5 damage. Perfect.
Boom.
Secret Chariot into those guys there. Two -1s.
Into the these guys.
Yep.
Okay, 2 dice.
1 lethal and 2 -0s. 2 AP0.
There.
Okay.
Do you have anything else?
Nothing else. I'll take the time back. And I'll look at cards. Defend and overwhelm. Okay, that seems fine. Overwhelming. What do you even have for overwhelming? Way over here. All right. Oh, and this guy. That's great. Okay, we'll keep it.
Well, they're 5, but
Yep. Okay, cool. Do I have any battle stocks? Snurgling. Snurgling's battle stock. Nothing else that I can see. We'll go right to movement phase.
one guy over here dies as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. All right. So that's gonna be 5 to right there.
Mm-hmm.
And
It'd be hard to cross this
maybe-
wall here without
Yeah, I
spinning.
think we're gonna just need to do 1 in turn is probably what we're best off with here. Something like that. And here we're gonna go here. Thank you. I didn't see that guy. Do a pivot here too.
You're inside my bubble.
Yeah. Fair enough. How's that look?
Maybe good.
Cool. Sweet. Do you want to do any reaction?
No.
Okay.
Why?
I think that this is annoying enough that I want to just do this. And delete them. These plague bears. What do I have? I have overwhelm and defense. Plague bears onto the point. Advancing. Going a total of 7. Stack a bunch of OC.
At the start of your shooting phase later on, the Casterkin over there will do take cover. But I'll just say it now so I don't forget it later.
Yeah, you're good. That sounds good. No problem.
And sometimes be
Alright.
hard to catch the timing, you know?
Yeah. No problem at all. Not a stickler for that. Cool. There's one guy left there.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually quite nice for you. Where does this keeper want to be going? Don't know that I even need to leave this point. Honestly, probably just stay right there. And these guys will probably just come this way. No. Way. Move them a little more carefully. Great. Keeper, hold it down there. Here. Does this map want to do anything? How far is this? Pretty far. How far is this? Mask will advance because it has advance in charge. So we'd be going 11. Doesn't quite get over there. I think there's fine.
I haven't used Overwatch.
Correct. Do you want to do so now?
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah.
So close, yet so far. Let's see here. No, yes, actually, yes. Flip it to me there. Yeah. So this front guy here, Shichi.
100%.
No, you know what? No, we wait in case you come with the chariots.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to do some bullshit with the chariot, then chariot gets to take it instead.
Yep. I think that makes a lot more sense. I was happy for you to use it there, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Does Chariot want to do it? Probably kills me. Maybe I go somewhere where you can't. So take a quick clone. This would be 1.5, 4.5, 4.5. That's 12.5. So we'd have 1.5 more. Yeah, I think that's a yes. Let's just do that. Avoid it.
You sure you want to go there? Because that's not avoiding it.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. You could do it with that one for sure. I'll flip it to you on your side.
Yeah. I'll wait to see what you.
Cool. I think that's it then. Shooting phase. This keeper into your singular. I guess it's not singular. Into the squad will hazardous.
They're 5, yeah.
Yeah. I just saw one of them because they were so hidden in the nice terrain we have going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 2 devs and 5 saves at -2. I think you can have cover on all of them, no problem.
The 4 at least.
Yeah. Cool, they're dead because of the devs.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's try and select them. There.
Let's do. What can I even see? Let's do this grinder here at the. You can shoot anything. I actually can't kill those guys in shooting. Very sketchy. I guess it's just the 2 grinders.
If there's one thing that's pulling its weight on this this Astra Militarum army, it is these little Krieg Flamer teams. They are cute. They're getting work done.
4 damage worth of devs and 2 -2 damage too. It's
So
6
3?
damage total. Yeah, 6 damage
Oops,
total.
that's.
They're 2 damage each. and then 1 hit from the Harvester, 1 wound from the Harvester at -1.
Save.
And then let's just do this grinder into. I don't think I can see anything here that's
No.
useful to me. See this 1 Death Corpse Sarge, if that matters, or just I'll just do these Casterkin here. Scream.
Mhm.
Leave the 1 and the 2.
Hmm.
Oh wow. 3 saves and 3 dead. So 3 saves on the 1 guy at -2.
So 5.
Got him. Great. Okay. Charge phase. Let's do the most important actually is the Stormbringer on Gon's Ghost. Do that first. Okay, we have a 5. Come base you there.
Yep.
Let's do this grinder. The rocks. Great. Let's actually go like here. Let's do the math at the closer heavy weapons team.
Yeah.
On Overwatch.
Yeah, for free. Amount of shots. Hey. Give me a 6 now, baby. Close.
Pretty good.
It's almost a 6.
Freeze.
Yes. Take 4 saves. Fail 2, die.
I think that's fine for me at this point. Very nice.
Whoosh.
This Seeker at the heavy weapons teams. 9. Sorry, I'm gambiting everywhere. I'm just gambiting everywhere all game, so you don't actually have melee. Should be saying that a little bit more
Sorry.
carefully.
Yeah,
You're good.
I was trying to grab the marker.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it will be there. For me.
This is an 8 or maybe a 9, depending on train. Let's roll it.
Not a
Not
6.
a 6. Is that where I want to reroll? Yes. A 6. This is going to be Epitome into Thorax. 7 inches on the move. Base. Cool. That's that. I'll let you fight first.
Will. So I'll go over here.
Yep.
Block these guys from getting into base
Still
contact
have
here.
fights first, naturally anyway.
Sorry?
These guys
do,
still
yeah.
have fights first.
They
So they'll
do, yeah.
fight, and then another one of your guys will also fight.
Yeah. I don't think they do double die, but if you give it to me, I'll take it.
No, because in the fights first phase, these guys will fight, and then the fights first phase will be over, and then in the normal fights phase, you'll also
Oh,
fight.
yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah.
I don't have any actual fights first.
Okay. So I think it's like these guys have so much. Okay, so it's 4 dudes hitting on 3s.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then
T6.
6s, I assume. 1 wound.
Yeah, T6. Okay. Fails it.
And then the silver knife man.
Yep.
Ding. Oh, well, he'd hit some 3s at least. So.
Murgle,
6 are
thank you for the
dead.
follow. Appreciate you.
Nope.
Welcome in.
Mr. Gaunt.
We're just we're getting close to the wrap up of this game. It has unfortunately been a bit of a mop up of Darren's Astra Militarum here. We've been sort of watching them get ground down by Slaaneshi demons
Consolidate in here.
for a while.
My Taurox, huh?
Yeah.
We are Down to the
No,
artillery,
yes.
the artillery emplacements in the back here
That would be really nice.
for Militarum.
Would be.
They were able to down one Keeper of Secrets and all the little
So
stuff,
let's do
but
that.
have not been able to kill any more than that, unfortunately.
6.
4s and 6s.
Part of that was due to some horrible
Possibly
rolls. I do think it's a
It's not
it's a
impossible.
particularly bad matchup.
Oh!
Wow.
Ah.
You really almost did it. All right. I'll just go around here. So Torment Bringer is going to have 50
Yeah, I think also like it's particularly bad because the forced battle shocks also then prevent the Khazarkin that are trying to attack from using any of their defensive strats, and it also flipped control of objectives a couple
It's going to
times.
have 6
So-
wounds and that
Like this
means-
whole army that Adarian is playing is relying on you
All right.
jumping out, buffing your shooting, and then using reactive moves to get back in your
How
transport.
many saves am I?
As soon as a battle shock test gets failed in your own shooting phase, literally all of those synergies turn off.
So 11.
And
damage
also the
total so far.
Khazarkin aren't allowed to shoot. So this
5 is what I'm here.
since basically every Khazarkin
take
unit failed its
going
leadership
last,
test
right?
against making attacks, it feels like this ends up being
Yes,
kind of a
he's a
blowout.
character, I think. I'm not sure how that works. I can't tell you for certain.
Okay.
I think so.
I think so.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So this is 8. 11, you said? Or.
Yeah, it was 11 total damage that went through. These are 3 sustained lethals, so we'll leave those out. Then 3 is rolling. So then we're gonna have 9 more saves at AP0.
But just barely kills him.
Perfect. All right, and then the secret chariot over here. You are infantry, right?
Yeah.
They'll hit. Okay, so we're gonna have 7 wounds worth of devs and 1 save at -1, so should just kill them.
Just 7 devs or
Yeah, it's anti-infantry 4-up dev on the charge.
can't pile.
Anti-pile, that's totally fine. The soul grinder into the sparks. It's gonna be 3 -3s. Okay,
See?
for a total of 9 damage.
9 in total. Oh, Soul Grinder. Wait, what?
Soul grinder. Yeah, soul grinder. Those are the iron
Oh, right. Yeah.
claws.
Yeah.
Big attack. Yep. Cool. All right. That is that.
The DC link isn't
For
working.
me.
What is the
Okay.
DC link? Am I
That
stupid?
was anywhere useful. So we got overwhelming for
Oh, Discord.
3 points.
It should
That was the
be.
only thing that was on the point, right?
Yep.
Sparks wasn't on the point. Okay. Overwhelming for 3. This is
If
battle
they
round.
were
what?
if they were on the point, you wouldn't have it sticky still.
Correct. And defend we keep for now, and then I got 15.
Does that link work,
Start
chat?
of this turn, right? Yeah,
Yep.
15. Cool. On to you.
Let's see. Cards, assassination, and no prisoners. Great.
Yeah, so I was
Well,
kind of
the
happy you killed the
prisoners is
mask
good.
last turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
The epitome is definitely killable.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do a redraw here. Yeah, I'm gonna
Hmm.
redraw assassination because I'm not gonna kill like keeper.
Yeah.
That's on
The
the
epitome is
side.
also a character, if that matters to you.
Yeah. Well,
It's up to you.
you're right. We can kill it.
Oh, that's annoying.
Let's keep that then. Okay. Uh, cool. We're gonna do some orders. We're gonna do move on these boys. We're gonna do
Apparently, I can't paste links into the chat either.
game.
Great.
And these guys don't have one. Doesn't have one. Okay. Gonna a final good turn. See what score we get. Maybe we'll get second place. Who knows?
Yeah.
So this guy here, see if he survives. Would be super cool if it did.
For sure.
He dies.
No, he will die.
Oop, that's it.
Yep.
And I'm gonna move this guy.
Sure.
No, wait. Is there a way? Okay, yeah, no, we go this way.
Yeah.
Let's go 7. Let's see here. I'm gonna move so that, well, one grinder still, let's see, but then I at least get cover. Tell me that she has it. Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue there is, chat. The link in my
Just
description is the
double-check
same as the
real
one
quick here.
at using all my
Yes,
links.
if the artillery team has
Glad it worked on your phone though. It's super bizarre.
No worries.
Trying to diagnose the issue. Sometimes websites put forwarding links in front of Discord links, which break them, but I don't know. Discord invites always seem to be like some sort of
Nice.
bizarre arcane siren science, I guess.
Makes sense.
Okay, alright. Well, I guess we're doing that then. We already used the free Overwatch this last turn.
Assassination and
So,
defend stronghold.
Take our 5 points from
Are
be sad about it.
assassination no prisoners are the draws here.
Gonna start by grenade.
Basically means they have to kill the demon up unit there, I believe.
Still too many dice.
That's too many, yeah.
Any Tyranid wishes for the slate? A new Tyranid Codex, I think. I don't know.
Rewoods. Then we're gonna-
I'm giving up on Tyranids, chat.
The heavy weapons team in here with a 3.
I don't think that there is a way. So
Last
my
one,
issue with
actually.
Tyranids are the data
So
sheets that make up the
11
faction.
yeah.
100%. They're too weak and they're too inconsistent. And they can keep making them cheaper so the faction remains relevant. But that doesn't really help the core issue, which is that like the units individually are really bad.
Big.
So like, I don't know. Speaking personally, like maybe Hive Tyrants. I would like to see like a huge discount on Hive Tyrant like bodies.
Makes sense.
Last pistol first.
Just so they don't feel like such a huge tax on the
Amount
army.
of shots.
So like, I would like to see the foot Hive Tyrant go down to like sub 200, and I would love to see the like Swarm Lord go down to like
That
2
order. And
220 or something.
The base. 4 wounds.
Nice.
Nice.
Killed 4.
You have one over here as well. I don't know if you want to take that one, perhaps.
Really wish for an army rule over I don't like. The army rule is fine. I think. Like, honestly, I think outside of like the weird situations
Assume,
where,
give you the benefit of the doubt and 4 more.
Yeah.
where
Then these 3 flamer boys will shoot them.
your
Spend the spent for the battle shock.
Ooh, scary.
-2 because you've entered the area.
Oh, jeez.
Leave
The
it.
stratagem is being brutal.
Then I'll shoot the
Okay.
grinder, I guess.
It's-
So yeah, I think like the Shadow of the Warp's fine. There's like matchups where battle shocks are bizarre.
Oh, and then also
Um,
we'll take 1 mortal win. If that matters.
but it is
Yeah,
it's
I'll
okay. Like I just wish
no
that they
worries.
had data sheets that just like
See
did
here.
stuff. Yeah. Really, I just want Tyranid models to attack the other model in melee and have them be dead. But unfortunately, they don't do
Okay.
that.
All right. Let's
That's
see here. There. Okay. Then we have the artillery team. Artillery team will shoot.
I will mention that I feel they're not anywhere near lore.
For the best.
Well, I think honestly,
Amount of
it
shots.
feels weird, but this
6.
the 10th edition version of
Yep.
Tyranids is probably the most
Fourth.
lore accurate version we've had in years.
I'll-
It's just weird because the lore accurate version of Tyranids is like really boring to play on the table.
See,
Nobody actually likes to play the
Do
the
it.
like
show me that you want to kill.
outscore you while my army dies like game plan.
5 second one's
Um,
wow.
like Tyranids are, they're perennially like the
that's
stormtroopers of the setting, right? Where they're like they
Okay.
just throw egads of idiots at you who don't do anything and then
Sounds good to
die.
me.
But there's just so many of them. Oh my god!
One model back.
And that is basically exactly
So much.
Yeah.
Let's see
how
here.
the
That's strat.
army
The
plays.
battle talk when you choose strat's really amazing. Love that
Yeah.
one.
At least the room
The-
says it's gonna get fucking donked on, so it's at least
That's
There it is.
I will admit my
Switching over to
biases
play
though.
in preparation.
I played like 4 years of
a friend
Tyranids
of mine is
when they were just the xenomorph from Aliens, and they were like hyper squishy,
Very nice, actually.
hyper fast,
Go ahead,
and like
charge.
super lethal in melee. And that was my favorite playstyle in the whole game. You could not get me to play anything else,
Yes.
and they just ripped it unceremoniously away. And so I have no real
Other one's
interest in
gonna
playing the
charge you.
faction. I think again.
Okay.
Nice.
No. No, it's not nice.
Yeah, he's got 8
Um,
wounds. It's a tough one.
Yeah,
But mathematically.
gonna be here.
Sure.
In case we kill them, so she doesn't get to do anything.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna fight you.
Yep.
This
Trying to kill
last
demonettes
few
with
fights,
guardsmen.
It's ceremonial, I think, because don't think I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Or win, even, but good to know the points. Okay, I'm
Yep.
not gonna do anything. Over to you.
Fights back, I guess.
I mean, everything can be battle shocked, right? Like that's
So the
battle shock isn't
you
necessarily
gals.
Yeah,
like an effect of fear. It's just your unit like being rendered
and
combat ineffective,
the-
basically, which is like fine.
On a 2.
You can battle shock
Oh.
a unit of termagants by like blowing them up and like throwing all their guys
one
around
dev
and
and
concussing them
5
or whatever. It doesn't mean they're scared of you. It just means that they're fucked up for a bit.
well, they do shoot on death, potentially, so
Ah,
it's not a flamer, though, but because I'm infantry, you know. So last
yeah,
fist
yeah. Okay,
hits
perfect.
and wounds.
Okay, nice.
Well,
Nails it. Loves it.
they die in shame.
Yep.
Alright, so I got 2 points for prisoner.
And I'll get 3 on defense,
Um,
and then I'll
I'll
get
throw away assassinate.
15 here.
So they got
Switch time to me.
yeah.
Storm and sabotage. So we can probably do that all with the same thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Do I think the introduction of Gene Stealer Cult has pushed Tyranids to where they are now? Not really. I don't think that Games Workshop
So
really
that
considers
guy
Gene Stealer Cult
will-
and Tyranids to be like in the same faction.
Sabotagers have to be touching.
As weird as it sounds, like there was an immense, crazy amount of overlap between the two in previous editions, and now they're just like two entirely mechanically separate like factions.
Overwatch. And yeah, this will come here. Never watch
Battleshock
with
test,
something
right?
else, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
anyone back as
Absolutely.
well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I fail it.
That's right.
There,
Be afraid.
there, yeah. And this point bringer will advance.
Matters your last turn,
Going-
right?
Yeah, GSC and
Yeah,
Tyranids
last
definitely
turn. Well,
they do both play the horde mode
Advance.
pretty well,
Well,
and like horde mode and recursion is kind of
and-
part of both of their
I
design.
do. If that matters, I don't think it really matters.
No.
Cool. So, storm and sabotage. So as long as you can't kill this, I get my sabotage. So I will charge your heavy weapon squad with the grinder.
I'll overwatch for that. Feel free.
Overwatch with what?
With the artillery team.
With the artillery team. Nice.
Hell yeah. A bounty of shots. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, go on.
7.
Uh-huh.
So he's there. And then the demonettes will charge your artillery team. So they're there.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really mind what happens with these combats. As long as you're engaged, you won't be able to shoot. I don't think there's any chance you're killing me literally not mathematically possible. And then we'll do the sabotage with the grinder. And we stormed for 5,
Moral of the game: roll better. Yeah.
3.
Yeah, I think also
5 in
Oh,
total
shit.
here.
I do think it was
So
a
we didn't,
legitimate
because
sort
these
of
are battle
mechanical
shots, we
mismatch for
actually
sure.
need to fight.
Did you?
Darren would have been in a much better spot
I guess
if
you
he had
fight
not.
Okay.
Got a little diced for
artillery
sure. His
team
dice are
fights?
very cold.
Yeah, I would have taken shots.
He did fire basically an entire shooting
This
phase, and I think
grinder,
did like
the
a
artillery
little bit of
team,
damage to a
and
keeper, and that was about it,
Shoot,
which is
sure.
sucks. But having basically both every time he tried to shoot a Kesrigan squad, have it turn off is just unfortunate.
1 dev, 2 -2s.
I do think charging the Kesrigan squad over here is kind of a big mistake
6
because
damage,
that sort of
and then
unlocked
the
this
harvester
the side
cannon.
over here.
They'll hit. 2 -1s for 3 damage.
Safe.
Great. Okay. So then you fight, probably with
Yep.
your artillery team.
Yeah. It has 3 attacks. Big.
Nice.
Hits.
Nice.
It wounds. I'll see 3 or 1.
Yeah.
3 wounds.
Okay.
Get killed, demonettes.
Yeah. No,
All
they will not get killed.
Alright.
Minutes. What's your toughness? Something high, probably.
7.
Oh, these 5 since we rolled 2 then. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
In the 2 minutes.
Alive.
And then from the character.
Maybe.
Mortal wounds so far. And then D6
Yes.
attacks.
Just 1, right?
Yeah, he's on 1.
1. Yeah.
D6 attacks with the other weapon. This weapon hits on something bad. 4s. Okay. And wounds on
1
5.
wound. Yeah.
Yeah, reroll still from the attachment. Yeah, so just 1 at -1.
4 up. Go.
4 up.
Hey.
Nice.
Hey.
All right. Fair enough.
It doesn't matter because you'll still win. Don't worry.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But no storm. I guess we'll leave it in case you somehow give it to me. And then, yeah, it's on to you.
Yeah. She's sabotaging, right?
Yeah, the spell grinder is sabotaging.
Oh, I see. Okay. That makes more sense, actually.
Yeah, because it's in
Okay.
yours for 6 points.
Okay, let's see if I can get. Recover and engage.
Engage and recover. Yuck.
No sheath. Can you just roll here, see what happens, see if they die?
What?
Can you just roll
Oh.
the soul grind, see if I get to do anything?
Yeah, sure.
Looks like I know.
So that's going to be 5 -1 damage 2.
They're not stealthy. Do they shoot? Their blast pistols into you.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well done. No, they die in shape.
Cool.
It's battle shock that they got was not healthy for them. Alright. What did I get? I got recover and gauge. Cool. So I can do none of those. Spend the CP.
One. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see if we get something decent. Overwhelming force. You know something funny? It's not actually 0. Due to none of this guy, they still have take aim. I guess Ursula has fixed bayonet. She's,
I like it.
Go get him, Ursula.
Yeah, cool.
Do battle.
Let's see here. Killer team, don't fail me now. This is not the time. Please, actually, he's fine. Even if I was in shadow, I'd still make it.
Which you're not. Because we're tied, so you're not shut up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so these guys need to move first. He needs to fall back.
Sure.
Wait, you have 5.
5 OC. So you can get you can get 5 points at your end game scoring there.
Yay. More victories.
Yep.
And then Ursula stands still. She wants to do stuff before she dies.
Yep.
Cool. Then we are gonna do stuff to you. So first we're gonna shoot this heavy weapons team into you.
Absolutely. I guess I should just make you battle talk again here. Probably my best place to do it.
It's
Annoying.
mean.
It is mean. Sorry.
Not cool. A fail?
Fail, yeah.
It's -1, right? No, wait, I'm
It
not
is,
in
yeah.
shadow. Is it always
It's still
-1?
-1. Yeah, it's -2 if you're in shadow because the strat gives -1.
It's me. I'll shoot
Unfortunately.
the Slanish big boy.
It's me.
The Dark Kin,
And
42069.
guy,
Thank you
'cause
for the
2
follow.
mods. Oh wait, it's not shadow. Just kidding. I lied. Ignore that.
That's right, yeah. And then into big boy man. Kill him. 1 wound.
Nice.
Well, that sucks, because I want to kill off the 2 demonettes so I could
Yeah.
grenade you without mortal wound protection. Alright, well, here
Right.
comes the grenade.
I don't know.
Then, yeah.
Story of
Then
this
she
game,
shoots.
Yes.
Like, insult to injury at this point. Like, no.
I know. Sorry.
It's, no, it's not your fault.
1
1 wound. Okay, he's
saves it on a stick.
Jesus.
Okay, what else do we do here?
Just trying to kill 2 demonettes to get some points.
Charging. Yes, we are charging these people.
Hell yeah.
The Ursula charges in
It's
first.
disgusting.
At least she makes the charge. That's something.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's a team that develops the mods chat that upkeeps them. Most of them are taken from the
You gotta kill
here,
the
right?
demonettes to get 3 points. Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
you
3
just need
points
to be
on
yeah.
overwhelming at least, yeah.
most of them are taken from the Games Workshop website. They're the
here, didn't I?
sort of rotation. There's scans of the rotational fix that they upload there.
No, I don't. Since it got battle shocked, I can't. I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she wouldn't need to do Tune on her. Oh, it's fine. It's over anyway. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get some stuff as supports. Fixed bayonets. Yes. So hits and then 3s. 3 wounds.
Nice.
Will you make it?
2 of them on 5s. They're dead, and the character on a 4. Character takes 1, so you get your 3 points on. Oh, that's the wrong model. Sorry. 3 points on overwhelm.
Yeah. No 5 dikes.
No 5, yeah.
All right.
I think Darren failed every one of those battle shock checks
I think
from the
that's
stratagem. That's wild.
I think that's it. Good game, man.
Yeah, good game.
Well, there you go.
Got lucky
GG.
there with a
Congratulations
popping charge phase.
Ogren.
That was
Yeah.
really helpful.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
took this guy here, that was big ripski.
Battle strat.
Yeah, the battle shock
Yeah,
is fucking over. But when my plan was for when the keeper killed the Taurox, I would then swarm out, and then at start of my turn, duty and honor, and then just take it.
Right. Take the OC. Yeah, duty and honor is really nice for that. That makes sense. Yeah, that battle shock strat's amazing. I think I spammed that every single shooting phase.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you, right?
Yeah.
Leadership 7, you just
Yeah.
can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, GG, you too.
All right.
It was
Yeah.
It was. I think every single one of the battle shocks of that strat got failed. Is that right?
Yep,
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
every single one. Yep.
Oof.
Every single one. 5 turns out of 5 turns, yeah.
Would have been nice if that meltamine went off sometime.
Yeah, then
Remote.
all the combat engineers,
Yeah,
lost their
Krieg.
minds too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
I think what
Kriegs,
did it
the
was
ones.
I think the nail in the coffin for me was a double round back to back where I didn't really kill anything in shooting.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
damning.
For sure.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
what I figured. I needed to just kind of rush you because Andrew
Yeah.
whittles me down pretty hard over the course of a few turns. So I kind of just need to put everything out there and hope for the best.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Oberon, thanks for playing. Congratulations on taking it down.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me on stream. Super
Yeah,
cool.
thanks for coming. Darren Chan wants to know if you agree that the red side is cursed. You did
Well,
fire 18
usually-
flamer shots out of a unit at one point, so like I don't know, it's not all bad.
Yeah, but like 2 weeks.
Those flamers are good.
The flamers are great. I think 3 teams is good. But I think they should come out of the trucks. Because plus one wound.
Right.
Should play more around that one.
Yeah, the double punch of the battle shock was that like not only did the unit not get to shoot, but they also then couldn't use their get back in the transport strats. So
Yeah.
there's like multiple ways to get back in a transport, and they can't do any of them.
Yeah. I think that's
It's my favorite
middle,
strat
right?
against the
Area.
Dark Reaper's brick that's going around because they want to come out, shoot you, and pop back in, and they fail one battle shock. They're just sitting a bunch of 1-win models out in the open.
Ready to be harvested.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I forgot to use the Melta Mine into the Nurgling when I went into here. I think they were the ones that still had the Melta Mine still left, but I forgot about it.
Oh, that would have been nice. Yeah.
Yeah, be another 5 points there. But I got absolutely fucking bodied behind in here. I shouldn't have done that. I think I should just let it be.
Yeah, I let the Secret Chariot kind of run the side too, which was rough.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the heroics are really nice because you get the rerolls from it.
Yeah. Which is... Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I think I just need to indirect and kill all the chariots before I go in and do anything.
Yeah, the chariots are stupid efficient into guard bodies.
That or go in with the transports and just like hold the line with the transports or something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it tracks. I have your scores all input, so you two are good to go. Thanks again for playing, and congratulations again on getting the big W.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thanks
Cheers.
for the game. Yeah. Good one.
Yeah, have a good one, you two.
Cheers. Good night.
Cheers. All right, folks. That's going to be it for this one. That was, I think, an exciting game at the very beginning, and then it very quickly turned south, unfortunately for Darren. He just kind of had to white knuckle it out. Yeah, that's a rough one. I definitely think this is maybe a particular strength of Legion of Excess into an army like this that has no reliable counterpunch, so there's no chance that you ever don't Seductive Gambit. Also has low leadership characteristics and is also relying on stratagems to use on those low leadership characteristics. It can be additionally affected by the Battle Shock chests that Legion of Excess can provide. So I don't know. It just seems not like a very good. Like a particularly bad matchup, I think. Let's go rating real quick, chat. I do have a game scheduled for. Oh wow, there's a lot of people on. The Layer 40K is streaming. Mohawk Miniatures is streaming. Tons and tons of folks are live streaming 40K. Also, Obira66 is streaming. I think we will raid Mohawk Miniatures. Looks like. Oh, he's doing like an event recap. Okay. Now let's stream the Layer 40K. I believe that they are in Italian, but it is a very nice looking, very bright looking IRL event setup, IRL coverage setup. I will be live tomorrow, 5 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, so about 24 hours from now. That is going to be Demons versus Death Guard. Black Crusade Online round 2. I believe in myself. Hopefully we can get out round 2 for that big 60-player GT. We played against Raven Guard round 1. Now it's time to face a different kind of guard. And I'll see you then, chats. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Keep it classy, folks. And don't go anywhere for too long, and have a good one.